chicks.
Y'all know what time it is. Time for what? Time for what? Time for what? Time for what? What? This that what? This that what? Time for what? Time for what? What? This that what? This that what? We coming to vent on current events. Charles, TJ, and Fliz, people loving the gents. What a debate opinions of the brothers. Know your lovers love us, cuz us. Talk ish, you live in color. Every Wednesday, be getting it in at 9 p.m. Tap in, my friends, sliding right with them gems. Hip hop debate start them like engine gens. These mics powerful, been said again and again. Legit articles round the globe, and it depends on what's brought up and who can go pen for pen. Popping left with the guest, spicy talking the script. Back and forth, him to him, going flip for flip. Join into the excellent realm you step in. Catch a wreck and get it lit in the comment section. Tell somebody something that you might have heard. The what? What? Spread the word. Spread the word. Spread the word.
Yo, we do not panic. TJ is here.
Where he at?
Do not panic. He is here. He went to grab his phone, but we are here to what jigger, what jigger, what jigger.
What?
I am Charles Brown. Right next to me is
an artist named Fliz.
Right next to him is
TJ Sauce.
We are the What Show. TJ went to grab his phone, but listen, we're gonna have a great show tonight. Make sure that y'all are rocking with us because we are rocking with y'all. If you got a drink, make sure you hold it up.
Oh, wait, what am I doing?
TJ on his way. Listen. Salute. Oh, he must ain't found it.
Right?
Gang, we got a crazy show for y'all. First of all, the What Show just signed on to be the red carpet, part of the red carpet media at the event on April
19th.
April 19th. What's the event, Flizzy?
It's the Remy Jones award show.
It's called the Influencer Awards.
Yep. With
special guest performer Carl Thomas of the Bad Boy fame of the I Wish I Never. How'd it go? How the Carl Thomas song?
I can't remember. I'm not gonna lie.
I know. We know this song. Guys.
Yeah, we know it. I don't know the words like that.
Something. Oh, I'm bugging out. I dropped the ball, Flizzy.
It's all good. They know who Carl Thomas is.
They know who Carl Thomas is. But listen, the Influencer Awards, Remy Ma's Influencers Award, it's a big deal up in New England. Make sure y'all come through. We're going to be walking the red carpet. We're going to be getting interviews with everybody that's there. Make sure you get your tickets right now. It's at P-Pack, which is a beautiful establishment. Make sure you in the building. But we got a crazy show tonight. I am really, some of this stuff going to be weird, gang. Some of this stuff going to be weird. TJ, you find your phone? You didn't find your phone?
Yeah. Damn.
I think it's in your coat pocket, gang. Check your coat pocket. What if we did all that? It's right in the coat.
All right. Is it on?
On my desk?
Oh, got it.
Oh. You listen to music? Oh, yeah. Remember you gave me the phone?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
TJ's
that's
here.
That's because we got these dope ass tracks. That's it. we was going through the playlist of the What Project.
There it is.
Listen, realizing how many dope ass records we got. That's what was going on.
We got some smackers. The What Project coming up by the summertime. Y'all gonna hear the whole thing. I wish I never met her at all. That's it. Carl Thomas. Salute the Truth Be Told. We was trying to figure out the Carl Thomas track. T.
For what?
What song did he sing? What song do we remember him from?
Carl Thomas. He got a few joints, but what are you talking about? The Remy TV
Awards?
About
the Remy TV Awards.
Oh, yeah. Did they say that I'm nominated for an award?
TJ's nominated for an award. He performing.
That was a flex.
Fliz is part of the cipher.
Part of the cipher there. Yep.
This thing the BET Awards for New England.
Yeah,
I'm just
that's
gonna be
facts.
honest.
We gotta treat it like that too. This is our MTV Awards, our BET Awards, our Grammys, and yeah, I'm nominated along with a few of my dope brothers that's from this town. You know what I'm saying, though. Shout out to Ty Cooper. Shout out to Guapstar.
Yeah, that's
E-Class. You know
also, we've been nominated in Motif Magazine.
Word. Oh, yo, you got the link for that?
Motif Magazine.
Take a minute to vote for us too.
You vote for the What Show in Motif Magazine.
The Spoken Word Awards.
Spoken Word Awards. So yeah, we moving, eh? Sis in the building. Salute, sis.
What's good,
Say
sis?
Good evening. Love you, big bro, TJ.
Oh, shout out to Cousin Most in town. know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Listen, gang, we got
R.I.P. to my Uncle Jeff too.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
R.I.P.
Real big
Yeah,
facts.
yeah,
R.I.P. to my Uncle Jeff. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
R.I.P. Uncle Jeff. Salute. May he rest in peace. Gang, we got a lot to discuss though. First things first. I don't know. You know what I want to get into first?
What you want to do?
What I want to get into first, gang, because I did a whole video on this, and I feel very strongly. And I got 3 artists in the room, and I want to talk about this because this is really bothering me, Fliz. I want to talk about this. Let me get a picture of this because I really want to. I want to have this discussion. Your boy Kanye West did a new album, Fliz.
Where he dropped the album?
He dropped that Bully album. He kind of dropped it. He put it on Twitter and he put it on YouTube, and it's supposed to be coming to Apple. The joint called Bully, right? Mm-hmm. And I did a whole.
You heard it?
Well, you can hear it. You can hear the whole thing on YouTube, and you can hear the whole thing on Twitter, I guess. But he's still tweaking it. Now he's going to go to Tokyo.
All right.
And he's going to get people to finish, do some stuff, some final stuff on the album. But my whole thing is, what I didn't like, and I do want you guys' opinion because I'm really confused as to how we can have a guy who is as talented as Kanye West openly say that he put out an album with 50% AI. Meaning, Fliz, I'm taking it to mean Salute Taiwan. I'm taking it to mean that Kanye made the AI write 50% of this album. The lyrics and the vocals.
Yep.
This is Kanye West, Fliz. How do you feel about that, first and foremost?
Wait, hold on. What happened?
All right, TJ, let me
My bad, because I'm over here sharing.
He's sharing the show like everybody should be doing. TJ sharing the show. But what I want to talk about is that this dude, Kanye West, released this album called Bully. Here's a picture of the album. And the album, he used 50% of it with AI. Meaning, I think I need to explain to some people, because I'm sure some people like,
that means that the writing is AI.
The writing's AI. His voice is AI. So
Even some of the beats
wrote it. A lot of the beats probably AI because he just used soul samples. He just looped.
So how we know if we getting even fucking Kanye West?
You don't.
You're getting AI Kanye.
And that's my thing.
Kanye AI.
That's my thing.
Kanye AI.
Homebody in the building. Fliz, I really need this answer, gang. Because I had said I wasn't gonna listen to it, but when I heard it was 50% AI, I didn't listen, but I went and heard some snippets on some YouTuber. He had it, and I went and listened to it. I went and snipped through some snippets.
Yeah.
And to me, it's dry. It's not really that great. But his fans, which I'm going to just be honest, it's like I said on my video, white Caucasian males rock with Kanye heavy. And they're loving this album, Fliz. Mm-hmm. But I, in myself, in good conscience, knowing what I know about hip-hop, knowing what I know about Kanye, how great he used to be, he sat down and plugged in and let an AI do half this album and then put it out with his name on it. Uh-huh. I need to know you guys' opinion. I'm just going to be honest. I really do. How do you feel about
as a writer and an artist who does everything like on some organic time? Bro. I think it's kind of whack and cheating. I was with my girl the other day, and she went on an AI site, and she was just trying to prove how crazy the world is. And she typed in, she just hit the mic, write me a verse about a love song about a girl doing this, blah blah blah. The AI generated in like 10 seconds, boop, 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 and gave her a 16-bar verse, a love verse. Yep. And I was like, wow, to me, that hurt in a sense because all the writing, I like to put in that thought, oh, this is fire. Mm-hmm. But I'll say this, the AI verse writes generically. It doesn't give you the intricacies that, you know what I mean? Yet. Right. So that bothers me. The AI shit does bother me, not going to lie, because it's going to make every fool think they nice.
Yeah.
But on the other end, it's fucking Kanye. He's that guy. He's going to use this. He's announcing it because Kanye is feeling powerful as shit. He's like, there's nothing you can do to me. I think he's like, I'm bulletproof, bro.
He's like Incredible Hulk right now?
Yeah, he's like, what are you going to do to me? He goes, yeah, my eyes.
One or the red one?
Probably
the trash one. The ass one.
Bro, but I'm saying he's feeling powerful, I think. He can say that and not have any fear of any repercussion.
TJ, what's your thoughts on this?
I think that shit is crazy, yo. Like it's like you really got to question everything. Like he probably ain't do no studio work. Every song you got to question.
Yeah.
Like every from one to whatever you have to question it. Like did Kanye even do anything? He could have been in Dubai saying, like you said, make me a song
about this, using this word this many times. All you have to do is get specific to AI, and it's like, oh,
he's like, yeah, I made my wife strip at the what was the award show? About that. He'll say, this is Kanye West. Speak for me, please.
It's
crazy. It's some bullshit, yo.
Before I go on my rant, which I'm about to do, I'm gonna get to all the comments. We got a lot of comments in the building. Salute. Oh, wow. Charmed Locks said, "A finally caught that live." Salute to Charmed Locks. Girl next door said, "Where's the link to vote on any of my posts?"
Oh, he's about to put it in right now.
He's gonna put it on his Facebook and
now he's about to put it in the group
in the YouTube
and on YouTube chat. Yeah, right now.
He's gonna put the link, but any of my social medias will have that.
Mine as
picture,
well.
and all of us should have it. So any of us, you can find it on there. Let me see. CNI Plus, I'm good. I'm getting tired of people like Drake and Kanye getting butthurt about an artist who gets it from the mud. Salute Imperial Stats in the building.
I think the whole industry is going crazy right now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There's just so much shit going on.
I'm about to have a whole
crazy,
rant.
yo.
I just can't. I can't, bro.
A full rant.
Homebody in the building.
He about to get the what show canceled. Chuck's about to go stupid and get the what show canceled.
Slade W was good. Slade W. Yellow Girl in the building. Salute the Yellow Girl. Yellow Girl texted me. She got the book bag with the I'm just gonna be honest book bag. I appreciate that.
Okay.
If y'all send me the pictures, I'm gonna post them. I'm gonna do a whole little when I do my new
send the pictures
video. I need the pictures of whatever you buy. I'm gonna put it in the promo video. I wish he would go away. Me too, but he ain't going nowhere. I want to talk.
Now we just said this last week. Kanye's still gonna sell out stadiums. He's still gonna.
I want to talk about this. I'm gonna tell you when I knew something was wrong. When Drake dropped that, well, he didn't drop it. When Push-Ups came out, and everybody thought it was AI, and around that time there were a lot of AIs. There was a fake AI Eminem disc coming out that came out. Yeah, there was a everybody thought LL Cool J's song, the track with Eminem. They didn't know if it was AI or not. So when he did Murdergram. Yeah. Murdergram had leaked. No one knew that They didn't. Is it AI? Is it not? It got to a point where everything that we were hearing, you couldn't distinguish if it was AI. I think a Jay-Z verse that came out that was AI, and I was like, it's scary to get bad, gang. It's scary to get bad. But what I did not expect was people like Timbaland starting to embrace AI. Yep. I did not expect Kanye to come out and embrace AI and make a. But you know what I'm. This is the real shit. This is the real shit I'm gonna ever say. That nigga is laziness. To me, Kanye done pissed off everybody in the industry, so it's hard to get anybody to work with. So now he working with AI. I think he's just being lazy. I think he sounds like
he forgot that he made beats. That's what it sounds like.
But he also hooked on nitrous oxide. He's a junkie fiend for that, and he just caught up in all this. Andrew, what's these guys? I don't know these fools' name, but he in their world and he's spouting all the shit that they doing. So it's like what's going on is he caught up in everything else. He can't concentrate and focus on the music. So now he's gonna cheat and use some bullshit ass AI. Where like Flynn's daughter can go and make a Kanye song right now with AI. She can make a whole album herself. Somebody wrote in my comments, they were like, "Why buy Kanye's album when you can just make it yourself?"
You can want. Give me the original Kanye, who say the Rockefeller Kanye.
Give me Kanye old school. Give me the old Kanye. And I listen. So I tell you, I listen to the snippets. Jen in the building. Salute, Jennifer. Appreciate you. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. I listen to the snippets, like not whole songs. I just listen to a couple seconds. You know, what are you fools? You skim through it. Yeah. Do you listen to music or you just skim through it? I skimmed through it. So what it was for one, I can tell it wasn't. A lot of it wasn't written by him because it was coherent, some of it. But at the same time, you know, I say that Kanye can't write unless it's about sex. And most of his music that he's been having lately over the past couple of years, a lot of his bars are about sex, white girls, sex, white girls, drugs, sex. So it's like this album doesn't have a lot of that from what I heard. So I'm like, oh, you can tell this is AI. AI's not going to write that. You know what I mean? So it's like he's cheating and he's going to try to get a better quality that he's incapable. To me, he's incapable of it. You know what I'm saying? But what's self-respect? Imagine Jay-Z doing this, gang.
Jay ain't never doing this.
Imagine Eminem doing this.
Eminem ain't never doing this.
That's why Ye is on the fringes of, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then there's gonna be people in the comments saying, "Oh, he's just experimenting. He told you it's just an experiment. It's just like auto-tune. It's the same thing." No, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. With auto-tune, you still gotta write your shit. Yeah, you gotta write. Still gotta write that shit. Somebody's in my comments cussing me out. It's not that he's not writing it. It's that the AI. No, Nick, like understand what's going on. He's trying to argue me down, telling me the AI's not writing it. Then what is it doing then? If I tell you it's 50% AI, what does that mean to you? It means that the AI wrote 50% of the album, and I think it's 100% to be honest. I think he's saying 50, but it's really 100. Now he's claiming I hate AI. He's taking everybody to Japan and still rock with him. And the shit that irritate me is all these people that's gonna go to Japan. You know what I'm saying? These thirsty ass niggas that's gonna ride over to Japan and try to get on this goofy ass album. You know what I'm saying? just to please this nigga. What are we pleasing this nigga for? Like, what are we doing? Just stop by to say, hey, Ye is being lazy like the rest of them, mad about working is boring and uninspiring. BB nice, salute. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a goofy dude. And what kills me, like when his fans when they get in my comments and they want to make it like I'm closed-minded because I'm not giving them the respect to use his creative process how he wants. I don't feel it's creative, Fliz. That's not your creative process. If you're typing in AI and letting the AI do it, then you're gonna try to pull it out. I'm like, yo, you're putting this out under your banner. You're putting out crazy. AI under your banner. It's crazy. That's how you know. That's how you know. Like there ain't nothing but yes men around him, because there's nobody that's gonna tell him like, yo, what the fuck you doing? Think about it. A kid. If I was in middle school and I went to the lunch table with something in my phone that I created on AI and tried to say it was me, somebody slapped the holy shit. They'll open hand slap the shit out of me. Be like, you corny motherfucker. Remember back in the day, if you spit somebody around, how many times you got caught with that? You spit around from you. Biting. You biting. Yeah. You. How many times do heard a mixtape from somewhere, and they thought nobody heard it, so they memorized somebody rhymes off the mixtape, and then they said it, and they got caught. What's good? Queen to a goddess. Salute.
Hey, what up?
Peace.
Hawkman 4. I really don't care about these topics, but I slid through the support. Salute, Hawkman in the building. I think he's messed up in the head that this stuff was not even hitting him. Yeah, he doesn't. What it is he doesn't. He don't. The art form means nothing to him anymore, right? He just do it as a means to an end, in my opinion. What's your thoughts, please?
I don't have any more. I said like
he's just like it's like I don't care about.
I like it's Kanye. Well, there's not more I can say about it, man. Like we know what it is, and Kanye knows what it is. So. I think
everything he's like, this is all shock value. I'm gonna make money.
Yeah, I'm like this. Even right now, this is what he wanted. You know what I mean?
Talking about him.
He wanted that.
Everybody talking about him.
He knows. Yeah, he can't. He's not gonna stop, and he's not gonna lose.
But Fliz, I'm gonna say something.
He's that powerful. I mean,
you know how I get.
Yep.
When I get on this hip hop shit, Fliz, what's happening right now? They're rewriting it, gang. You're seeing in real time. Drake they just dropped more reference tracks of Drake's. Mm-hmm. And they don't care no more. Hip hop is becoming, it's just a business. You can have reference tracks. You can use AI. It's like hip hop is not even. It doesn't have no core no more. And if we let these youngins,
they're not even protecting the artists.
No, if these youngins don't know they don't even understand why we mad.
Let me. As far as forget Kanye, I'm just gonna talk bigger picture of hip hop. Hip hop has been lost. Hip hop has been rewritten for years. And this is my humble opinion. Hip hop, the way purists want it, is been gone. Mm-hmm. You can say goodbye to that. Hip hop in mostly hip hop in its purest form is not gonna be the money maker. It's been all these artists who go crazy.
I'm gonna have to push back on that.
I understand. I'm not saying I'm 100% correct. I just think in general, the hip hop purity has been gone. I think that's been a thing of the past. That the underground sound is gotta be. You want that? You gotta go there to get it. But if you're
basically going back to the streets,
you gotta go there to get it. It's not gonna be on Kanye West level of promotion, and it's not gonna be in the flashy videos. It's not gonna be the underground or on that level of rap. You got to go back down there to get it. It's not glossy. It's not shiny. You know what I mean? It's hard work. It might be a backpacker. It might be some intellect writing syllabalically. Yeah. You know, it's not going to be, AI. You know what I mean?
Like it's like you gotta go to the hole in the walls, the little hood spot with the grimiest spot with all the up and coming rappers. You trying to hear that new?
Remember Slum Village? Before Slum Village was big, before Kanye Slum Village, actually. I'm talking about Slum Village with the brown freaking cassette and CD cover with that "Don't sell yourself to fall." That underground shit. If I want that, I know I gotta go dig there for that. That's not out here no more.
Yeah.
You know? So I can't, and I think people like Kanye, especially people like him, know that. It's like, what are you gonna do to me? Like,
yeah, but it's like
he don't care to be insulted.
He's so lost, but he's so lost, right? Where he's not in touch with anything,
right?
Like what we're talking about, going back. Like, imagine Kanye walking into one of those hood type of spots. He would look out of place.
He would look weird,
and
he would be out of place.
He would be out of place, like you know what I'm saying. Like,
he would be out of place. He's not in touch.
He's not in touch with everything.
I'm gonna get to that comment right there. I left it there because I'm gonna talk about.
You know what I'm saying, like, shit is crazy. It's like once you get to the status of being that, it's like you lost everything. Like, I mean, like you don't even know who you have to. You don't have to.
It's not just for the sheer, because he got money. He's just out of touch because he's out of touch with all other kind of reasons.
Yeah. So that's like Lil Wayne saying that he don't know what's going on. Like, I be in my own shit.
Right.
Like, it's that type of shit.
Right. But look at him and Wayne. Wayne is addicted to purple stuff.
Yep.
Right. And Kanye is addicted to nitrous oxide, which is a gas. He's addicted to that.
That's crazy. Like, how the fuck?
He's straight head dead on addicted to it. So you're talking about two guys who are more addicted. They're more addicted to drugs than the music.
On the Wayne shit, we watched that happen. But Kanye, it's like you're not even expecting that to happen.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So it's that's crazy that you even said that.
I want to, and Fliz is 100% right, but I do want to push back. So this is why hip hop does this every couple of years. This is not the first time we almost lost. Well, a lot of people say hip hop is dead. This is not the first time hip hop was quote unquote dead. It has died many deaths, and then someone came and brought it back. Right now, Kendrick just brought it back. Kendrick is number one artist in the world. He's doing everything that they say hip hop can't do, and he's doing it with real hip hop, art form hip hop, thoughtful, conscious. He's doing it with pure rhymes, beats. Like it's. People don't realize To Pimp a Butterfly was a musical masterpiece of jazz fusion. It wasn't just a rap album. That thing had instrumental. He like jazz instrumentalists playing on that album. We don't understand that every single song was played. It was it wasn't sampled. So that's
going back to the essence.
Yes, and this is where the divide is where we got why Drake is falling, because Drake ruled this shit with an iron fist for mad years. Let's just be honest. I know a lot of niggas, he wasn't ruling shit, but he low key was. 15 years, this motherfucker was number one in almost everything. Every time he dropped, and he had his moments where, Drake do it again, and then the machine would push him and do it again, And I'm gonna get to the AI comment. But Kendrick, once again, is like at one point the radio. We always had these conversations about Hammer and MC, and Young MC. At one point, everything on the radio reflected commercial rap, and then people like Wu-Tang came.
They had no
right,
choice.
And Black Moon, different, and they kind of restored the feeling. J. Rue the Damager, all of that little movement, 92, 93, 94, 95. But then who came? Shiny Suit Man. He took it back, made a commercial again. It's Diddy and Mace. Can't nobody hold me, take my pride. So now they're up there, whatever, right? So I'm gonna come back to that comment. Don't worry about it. But then we were fighting again, and we got to a point where. Then we had DMX come out of nowhere, right? Remember when DMX came? Rap was fucking trash. Like it was, I didn't say trash, but we had Jay-Z talking about sun hard to go. I can't go a day without my sunshine. Right? Worst song we ever made.
You know what's crazy?
Go ahead.
Diddy directed that video.
Okay.
Look, that looked real shiny and shiny suited, right?
Yeah. So we had, we were going through a phase of everybody.
That was a little earlier though, to be honest, because. When DMX came out in '98, the same year Volume 2 came out, Volume 2 was fucking fire.
Yeah, but that's on. Is that on Volume 2?
What? No.
No, what songs?
Oh no, that was on like Volume 1 or something.
All right, but
Volume 2 was a classic.
Even said it like Dame. I think Dame Dash said it too, where it's just like Puffy had shit so in the chokehold where they was like, all right, let's go get one of those records.
But Diddy was overcorrected for gangster rap. Dre and NWA had lockdown. They was doing double, triple platinum. They had took over the game. Everybody wanted to be gangsters. Diddy had overcorrected. Diddy and Biggie died. So then we had Puffy dancing around. I'll be missing you. When that showed it could make money, oh snap! I made a record that went fucking diamond or whatever it went without being gangster rap. So now let's get this motherfucker up here top dancing. Now it's Diddy's turn, right? He said we're gonna put Biggie on the cover of Rolling Stone. No, he said no, fuck that. Biggie dead. Put me.
That's crazy.
Remember that? Was it Rolling Stone?
Crazy. It was.
I don't remember
Stone.
the magazine.
It was either Rolling Stone or whatever it was. Whatever magazine was.
It had to be Rolling Stone. I think Rolling Stone might have been. That's the biggest fucking magazine at the time.
Yeah, they wanted to put Biggie. They want. Oh, is that Paris? My bad. Paris in the building. Salute. Just hang on with us. But listen, what I'm trying to say, and I'm gonna make this short. So what I'm saying is, then DMX came and they got and like you said, Volume 2 was whatever. He had to know X was coming. You see what I'm saying? Everybody in the game knew DMX was coming. So what I'm saying is, right now, Kanye was at one point Kanye was the cure. Mm-hmm. Early Kanye, Jesus Walks, spaceships, right? Early Kanye was the antidote. Rap was fucked up. Think about what was out when Kanye came out. You know what I'm saying? So it was all hardcore. It was all like bandanas over. You got bandanas with rhinestones on. It was crazy. Like, remember who was wearing that shit? Joel Santana with the bandana with the bejeweled. He had the bedazzled. Yeah.
But now it came out. Now Dipset was locking things.
Yeah. So
Dipset had the crazy run too.
Yeah,
but it was no alternative to that.
They brought
Kanye
it back to the
came
streets.
back. They was mad street. But hip hop is more than that. Kanye came out and let motherfuckers know. That's why let's be honest, we got all these emo niggas right now because Kanye succeeded, right? So Kanye changed the game yet again. We would not have a Drake if Kanye didn't break that mold, right? If Kanye wasn't Kanye, it wouldn't be no fucking Drake singing all these sad ass songs. Baby, you the best. Baby, you the best I ever had. It wouldn't even have came out if it wasn't for Kanye. And nobody wanted to take a chance on you.
Ja Rule was before that. Do you remember that?
Yes. But that's not, let's be honest, that's commercial. Right? Ja Rule is formulaic, commercial, big budget, big money, big records, big hooks. That's not really what we talking about. Kanye was when it all.
I'm saying Ja Rule was before the Drake.
Down. When it falls down, who you gonna call now? So that's different. That's not Ja Rule. Give me the average Ja Rule song.
I'm saying Ja Rule was before Drake.
Yeah, he said Ja Rule.
Right.
Yeah.
But Kanye was before Drake too. And what happened to Ja Rule?
50 Cent happened to Ja Rule.
But 50 Cent was at the same time Kanye was out too. So I'll disagree on that part. Like when Kanye came out, I don't think Kanye was the cure at that time. I think there was so much diversity in rap at that time.
I disagree.
I think the early 2000s had some shit.
But it was the fact that Kanye was just different. So that's how he stood up.
I disagree. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you might be talking about Slum Village and all that at that time when Kanye came out. I'm
talking about the College Dropout.
I'm talking about him. I'm talking about the College Dropout. The very first Kanye. Now we had just Tribe had broke up. De La Soul was dead. Yeah. Like it really was. So it wasn't the diversity. You had to really be in the hip hop. But on a major scale, if you cut on Rap CD, this and that, you wasn't getting that.
That's what I'm saying. I'll swing back. Hip hop hasn't been there in decades, bro.
What do you mean?
The hip hop you're talking about hasn't been mainstream,
right?
So
basically, the through the wire Kanye.
So I'm saying I don't hold it to that standard. I can't talk about it in that light no more. I'm realizing you're beating a dead horse.
I disagree.
I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying this is how I absorb it.
Yeah.
Like, underground rap. All right. I saw a documentary or something where
Russell, he wasn't right, D. He admitted he wasn't right when Nas said hip hop was dead. Sorry.
Yeah. What?
No, she asked was Nas right? Was hip hop dead? I was telling her Nas no, it wasn't. Nas was tongue in cheek with that. He wasn't. He knew he wasn't.
Oh, all right. So when Russell Simmons back in the day, this was like in the early 90s, what they called the golden years. Russell Simmons said rap then was all fake because it wasn't just playing drums and loud. Because original hip hop, Russell was like, it's loud drums. And then you got, let's say, Rakim come out with things like Follow the Leader, Microphone Fiend, the loud drum era is over. Then you got people like KRS-One. You got people like KRS-One saying back in the early 90s, anybody who goes platinum sold out. You know what I mean? And there's all these old school rappers even then.
Russell Simmons full of shit though. But I'm gonna let you finish.
But I'm saying that we have all these documented old school legends saying this thing. Like, guess what? That's always been like, so it sounds to me, mainstream has always been the not hip hop. You know what I mean? So, of every generation, because when you come from, and then Rakim could be at that time viewed as mainstream. You know what I mean?
He was,
but
not mainstream, but for hip hop.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
They was standout. That's the
so the old niggas back then was like,
the Big
he's
Daddy
dope,
Kane's,
but it's not
all of that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And Big Daddy Kane, when he started going all lovey-dovey, hip hop didn't like that shit.
Oh.
Big Daddy Kane. Hip hop didn't like.
He's talking about the Madonna
book.
Big
My
Daddy
love
Kane.
is all I. That song was fire with Spinderella.
Yeah, that was.
Kane turned into trash.
So, but see, that's what I'm saying. It's like anything where you're not grabbing down here, is not going to be that thing. So if we're talking about that thing, I can't hold this thing up here as that thing. This is that. You know what I mean?
So now in the old school era.
No, whatever you deem as hip hop and pure, it could be Rakim, it could be. That's not this thing. Mm-hmm. So I can't keep looking at this thing.
Hip hop is the bubble you're trying to make it is, Flynn.
No, hip hop is many boxes. I'll say there's a lot of boxes, but the way we tend to talk about it, as our age, we got this, and this. You know what I'm saying? If we want this, we have to go there and get that. But we can talk about this as if this isn't that. Well, of course it's not that. It hasn't been that forever. Every generation, this changes. Yeah. The matrix shifts like,
yeah, but that's everything. But go ahead. Even TV,
so basically,
movies, books, everything changes.
But that boils down to the OGs being mad at this era and then this era.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to look.
It's like, it's the money. Everything.
Jay-Z said, you want my old stuff, buy my old albums.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
But
I have to go get that.
Even when he said that, people like me was rocking with the new stuff. I knew it. I was rocking with it, but it was still good to me. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't AI. It was good shit. So when he said that on to the next, right? I felt that because I was one of the few people, and I got homeboys like Dale and them. When I listened to Blueprint 3, I was like, this shit fire. But they like, dog, how you like this trash ass shit? But then everybody started catching. That's what I'm saying. So when I came up from DC, I got a different ear. When I got to Rhode Island, I'm gonna be honest. I got a different ear. My ear opened up.
Blueprint 3 is
the realest. It's the joint with Jeezy. Yep. It's damn. The joint with Drake. The platform. It's
look up the
damn good question. I can name every song, but it's just gonna take me time. So Blueprint 3. What they talking about? What we talking about? Are we talking about Dame? Or we talking about?
Yep.
Wasn't that was Eurobeats? People was calling that Eurobeats, right?
Yeah.
I was fine with Eurobeats, but a lot of people wasn't fine with the Eurobeats. They're like, get that Eurobeat.
What was the lead single for that? I forgot.
The lead single of Blueprint 3 was New York, I believe. Was it New York?
Run This Town.
Run This Town was the lead single. Which to me, I'm not a huge Jay-Z fan.
That was a big record though.
But that's Jay's worst verse he's ever written. Is Run This Town. I'm just gonna be honest.
Oh, I like that.
But no. It's a good song. It's okay. But that's
I gotta go back and listen to that.
That's Jay-Z's worst verse to me, and I'm a Jay-Z
worst verse.
Wow,
his worst verse.
What's the verse, Fliz? I know you know the verse.
I don't know it all about. I'll Google it for you. You know what I'm saying?
It's his worst to me.
You sure?
I'm positive. Jay don't have a worse verse than Run This Town.
That's what
he mailed that in because the beat is so rocking. You don't need to say much.
Nah, that's his worst verse is that.
And that's why they say Kanye ate him.
He did a song. It's a song with Beyonce.
You talking about Drunken Love, but see,
I hated that.
I love Drunken Love, and I like his verse on
I did too.
I did not like Drunken Love.
That's his worst verse, Chuck?
I like Run This Town.
Let's rerun this town verse.
Run This Town lyrics. Jay-Z Run This Town lyrics.
So Run This Town is whole.
And that's my nigga.
That's his worst verse.
That's his worst verse.
He
And
goes,
then what's the other
we
one?
are, yeah, I said it. We are. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance. Get your fatigues on. All black everything. Black cars, all black
Everything.
And our girl, the Blackbirds, riding with their diligence.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I got more in depth than you boys ain't real enough.
Yep.
This is La Familia. I'll explain later. But for now, oh wait, I fucked up. Wait.
Probably commercial popped up or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, something pushed it out the way. That shit. But yeah, no, all right, wait, I got it back. But for now, let me get this paper. Yeah. I'm a couple bands down. I'm trying to get back. I gave Doug a grip and lost a flip for 5 stacks. Yeah, I'm talking 5,6.0 here. Doug back to running circles around these niggas. Now we squared. Hold up. We squared up.
He
Hold
floated.
Up.
He floated. He mailed it in. I know Jay way better than that. But he figured like this is a big record. It's gonna be radio. I'm not gonna give him too much. Then Ye comes. You ain't never had a high like that. Murder this
goes
like,
crazy.
He say, nah, baby, these wheels. You shit.
It's crazy how you go from being Joe Blow to everybody on your dick, no homo. I bought my whole family whips, no Volvos. Next time I'm in my church,
please no photos.
Police escorts.
Basically,
everybody
Ye went dumb.
In the life that everybody asked for. This the fast life. We are on the crash course. What you think I rap for? To push a fucking rap for? But I know that if I stay stunting, all these girls only gonna want one thing. I can spend my whole life goodwill hunting. Only good come is when good when I'm coming. Yep. She got an ass that'll swallow up a G-string. And up top,
2 B-stings. And I'm B-sting off the Riesling.
And my nigga just made it out the precinct. We give a damn about drama that your dude bring. I'm just trying to change the color
on your mood ring.
Reebok, baby. You need to try some new things. Have you ever heard shoes without shoestrings?
Country.
What's that? Yay, baby, these heels. Is that a May what?
Baby, these wheels.
You tripping when you ain't sipping, have a refill. You feeling like you running, huh?
Now you know how we feel. Listen, he ate Jay on that joint.
Yo, yeah.
That's his work too.
Hey, yo, you know what's crazy? I never even thought about that, but Ye went.
No, Ye ate him, but I don't think Jay's verse was whack. Jay, I still like the thing is I'm a fan of charisma and that stuff.
I don't think his verse was whack neither.
It's not whack. I said it's worse.
Like because I like all that. I like the how me I like how it's working. We are, yeah, I said it. We are nation. I'm not your allegiance. I love that shit.
No, I mean he flowed on. Floated on it.
No,
and everybody in the world.
He wasn't as lyrically potent, but his charisma was crazy for them. To me.
But he always crazy. It is what it. But I don't even know what the point was getting. We was getting somewhere.
I know he lost it.
But that's what it is. Let me see. Hold on.
Somebody the AI comment where I noticed a lot of people. So a lot of people were talking about
nuts on cuz
what's the AI comment?
Bro said something. I'm gonna get.
I know a few people I've seen was saying it was yeah. I am knowledgeable on AI being used as an engineering tool as well.
AI comment, right?
That's what they were talking about. It's not just writing verses. They're saying it could be used to, as an engineering technique as well.
Using the AI that's vocal based and having other people do references and switching their voice to his AI voice. That's still whack. But let me see. You guys got to get more educated. All right, here we go. HE. And you need to be clear. Are you working with this nigga Kanye? Because you're doing a lot of assuming what he did and what he didn't. If you in the studio with him, then we're going to take your word for it. But a lot of people be saying, Kanye did this, Kanye did that. They don't know what the fuck Kanye really did, right? But to me, if Kanye tell me, yo, my shit 50% AI, I mean, nigga, you ain't do shit.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest. But he said, you guys got to get a little more educated about AI. There's AI tech that is strictly for audio and mimicking voices, and there's AI that's for text generation. And I'm going to go on a limb and be the first nigga to say, I think he did both. I think he made it. I think he made the AI make the words, and then he put the words into the fucking mimicking vocal shit because you put the words and it's going to say whatever you do to that. Or he memorized one or the other. But I think all of it was he didn't write it, he didn't say it, none of it.
Or he could have let the AI do it and then re-record it with his voice.
And I'm not jocking that. I'm feeling like you're a genius. You even on this record right here, he says I'm a genius. On this record, Bully, that he used AI, he says I'm a genius. No, nigga, we're not jocking that bullshit. Nah, we ain't letting you ride with that. And Flip, that's what we was going at. Flizzy was saying what we know hip hop was is dead. As the pure the pure
iteration,
the art form that we are holding pure. But we have this conversation all the time, and we always talk about this. Hip hop is what it is. If you build a rocket ship, if I build a rocket ship right now, I got to start with the fundamentals that they started building them in the 30s and 40s of how they started making engines in the first place. You got to still use that. So we can't say, well, that's old. No, they may have improved it, but they still got to use the physics is physics. You can't change physics. And that's what hip hop is. Hip hop is hip hop. You can make different iterations of it, but it's still the same thing. A beat and a nigga using his mouth to make words that rhyme. It's the same shit. So now he may do it a little differently. Now he may get a vibe or backs out, He may put AI. It may have a different flavor to it, but at the core, somebody can still come along. I can name 100 niggas that's doing pure hip hop right now. That's eating. They're not necessarily fucking Drake and shit. But how many niggas really is Drake? It's really like 5 niggas really getting money like Drake. Let's just be fucking honest. There's only 5 niggas really getting that kind of paper. So we can't keep raising shit like to Drake level. Drake ain't even Drake level no more. So a lot of people say, oh, the iteration of hip hop y'all doing. And I say, really? Not really, because a lot of the flash in the pan niggas don't last a year. And niggas that's some fucking, I just listened to Ransom and Dave East. That shit's fire. I just listened to that shit yesterday. Them niggas they 10 years in, 15 years in. But these hot boy niggas that do this fucking island boy shit that they doing, right? Them niggas don't be lasting. So what I'm saying is, we can say that the young people got this, but really the dudes in their 30s and 40s, the only ones really lasting. Nobody really young, really, after 2 years, they locked up, they shot. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's crazy?
Or the music don't
I was
play.
gonna say, as far as like the Davies and them, like they can go on tour and be good. You know what I'm saying? Like they can go on a year tour and be good. Like here in America and overseas.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is, and I know what Fliz is trying to say. I get it, and I'm not no fool. I know that old shit gets no play in my ride. You know how they say that that old shit gets no play in my ride. I get that Black Power
That's
shit.
That menace joint.
But at the same time, I'm never ever going to say, fuck that shit we used to do. They doing something different. I'm never going to do that, because hip hop is never ever going to be. It's never going to lose the core of what it is. Yeah. Because right now, if you go on Instagram, the movement of rappers right now, 80% of them motherfuckers is spitting. And they getting followers, they getting big. Like right now, Facts. All that, I'm being honest, right? If you go on Instagram, the people that's really getting fucking shine are people that's spitting bars right now. The movement is not this, that vibe shit's done. Like that shit, you can get here and there, but that's not moving the needle right now. And that's happening is when you on Instagram and you getting that buzz, now you're getting shows, now you're getting tours, you're getting festivals. So the underground movement is always going to be there. So I'm never going to say, that shit's over, like let Mason them have it like we used to do. Like fuck that.
I don't think that'll never be over though.
It's all going to have its space.
Like the boom bap
it's never going to be gone.
Or niggas never. That's just straight boss. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I don't think that'll never.
There's always going to be a lane for what goes on in multiple pieces of it. Mm-hmm. So it's just as the new cats as the younger cats start getting to be older cats, they're going to talk like this about the music that's now.
Yeah.
It's just the nature of what goes on, you know?
That's like, what's it like? Like Benny the Butcher, I'm saying Conway and all of them. Like they have their own movement. They have their own following.
And think about that.
They're gonna be able to still go on
tour. They was
buried in Buffalo. They're in Buffalo, bro. Like nobody was thinking about niggas from Buffalo rapping, and them niggas is rapping, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like them niggas is really rapping, but they're able to go on tour, get that. I mean, they got their content popping, their merch is popping, so they Gucci.
I think a lot of people get caught up in what they think the people really listening to. Benny the Butcher is getting mad plays. 38 Special, Conway. These motherfuckers get mad plays, and they are consistent. Currency been consistent for 15 years.
Facts.
But I think people look at, they keep showing you NBA YoungBoy. Like, you know what I'm saying? They keep showing you this is what's popping. Okay.
The money makers.
Okay, the people that make the most money, whatever, right? But we got a lot of other people that consistently making good music that have a fan base. Joey Badass been doing this shit for goddamn 15 years. He's on fucking power right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he has a career. Fucking, for lack of a better word, what's this other nigga? Troy Ave. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But, you know, so it's like people it's always going to be a war, Fliz. It's going to be people like me that's saying this is what it's going to be forever. And there's going to be people, not necessarily like you, but like the world is going to say, that's just out of here. It changed, but it always come back though. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It always come back, and it come back with a vengeance. And Kendrick just overcorrected this shit.
It's just about generations. Every 20 years, you're in a loop. I was just having a conversation with a female who there's something called boy coats or something like that. I was like, damn, that's a big ass frumpy coat. And they was explaining that the trends are starting to shift back to loose fitting clothes.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's like, there was 20 years of tight, 20 bags. It was all big and just shouldery. You know what I mean? It was weird. I don't really fit you, but it was like she said, I'm getting ahead of the curve because the trend is starting to swing. Every 20 years is gonna happen. I don't know if it's a reclaim or that generation. It says, I like this, not like this. Next up, I like this, I like this. Next up, I just think it's a loop.
That's how hip hop should be too, though. Hip hop should be.
You just said it was. Hip hop is that.
It should be moving. It should
it's gonna. If right now, if it's leaning back to lyrics or whatever and bars, at some point in the next generation come up, it's gonna hit commercially hard again because. People get tired.
You're right.
People get tired.
5 to 10
Not
years
now, but it's
right. Might be the time of the bars.
Some young guy gonna come along and he's gonna have a vibe. He's gonna have I don't give a fuck attitude.
Yeah, the water in the desert of any situation is too many bars. It's too hard. Give me something. No saying. Give me something. Like, all right,
but that's the dick ride. They're gonna jump on it and make it.
It's like a 2030 Soldier Boy.
In 1990 or 91, is that when Summertime came out?
Around that time,
he goes.
That's when Fresh Prince was. Yeah, Fresh Prince was just popping.
The line in that song of all that hardcore jam that has gotten to, just a little something to break the monotony of all that hardcore dance that has gotten to be a little bit out of control. School to dance, but what about a groove that soothes and moves romance? That's always gonna happen every generation.
Oh, Fliz, do you remember when Kanye dropped Slow Jams?
Say what?
You remember when Kanye?
Oh yeah, I love that joint.
Some Marvin Gaye.
That joint was fire.
Think about it though. It wasn't the norm.
It was different.
There was nothing
it
like
was water in the desert. Like, oh, this tastes different. So I'm just saying every generation is gonna go through that. We had enough of that. Let's give me this. Give me some of this. And then they're gonna get tired of that. And then they're gonna be like, all right. Then they're gonna grow old. And now that they're old, when the next generation goes through it, it's gonna be like, man, that shit ain't like this.
You think there's gonna be a drill rap generation?
I hope not. I hope not.
Because if
that is my absolute most hated genre of hip hop. I don't like drill.
Not even mad at you.
I don't like drill rap, yo. No disrespect to people who do whatever. It's not my thing. I mean.
Nah, Fliz.
I was more the Pop Smoke though. I was fucking with Pop Smoke though.
Pop Smoke is I got over, and maybe it's me. Maybe it's because I work with teenagers who drill all the time, and I'm oversaturated with it. And how many times can one person hear you want to kill your op, smoke them? You want to rob somebody?
Kill 1,000 niggas in one.
It's
song.
like how many times am I gonna hear that?
Well, they're gonna come back you with. They're gonna come back with some Easy E and some old ass MC Ren, but it's not the same. Little young nigga. Before you do that and try to say, well, y'all had Ice Cube talking about how many bodies he can. You know what I'm saying? Before you do that, understand that they should have more than
there was
violence. It was substance. They was talking about what was really going on the streets. And it wasn't all this violence. They were talking about F the police. They were talking about a lot of stuff. And NWA got criticized heavily at the time too. So it was what it was. But drill ain't even. They're not even trying to freaking.
Yeah, I get my soul when I hear drill. You just said it perfectly. I don't feel they're even trying to sound like anything different from each other. I think it's just a weapon now. I always say they're using rap. It's a weapon to hit you with.
It's a new strap.
Yeah, it's a verbal. It's not like even like I don't care. A little younger, they don't care about
this verse got the extendo on it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what's crazy to me when it's like, all right, little such and such new song, and that shit sound like every song. This is this brand new song, and it sound like every song. I'm like, bro, y'all really tripping right now. But that's gonna phase itself out. You know what I'm saying? That's like when gangster rap. I don't know if y'all remember at one point, everybody and their mother, every West Coast dude had a gangster song. Everybody in Chicago, everybody started making gangster rap.
The little gangster whistle.
Everybody was gangster, and it turned to all right. That's why we start getting that's why Common had I Used to Love Her. People want to diss Common for making I Used to Love Her, right?
Now,
he just the whole West Coast,
record.
but he was fucking right. because everybody was acting like they was from the West Coast. Everybody was on some gangster shit. I did it, not just to say I did it, but I was committed.
Yep.
But these other niggas here, then she went to the West, and he did this to West. Common says he didn't diss the West. Mac 10 was right.
So went to the West Coast.
Mac 10 was right. Ice Cube was right.
He said, "Why she got these fucked up ass game over here?"
Back up like, no, I ain't diss nobody. I didn't mean it.
They was right. He really did this, and we was applauding him because he was right. But at the same time, people forget how bad the labels were signing. If you wasn't gangster rap, do y'all know that Black Eyed Peas was gangster rap at first?
I don't know they were gangster, but I knew they was hard.
Nah, but you know,
because I heard an old
Will I Am. Is it Will I Am?
He really
he
from like
really from like the essay, one of those essay
he's
blogs.
Mexican. He's
like
Mexican.
They did. That's how he. Yo, I seen the interview. I'm like, yo, he's like, nah, like I'm one of them. Like he grew up on one of those essay blogs. Like essay, like
I'm like Cholos.
That's the homies.
Yeah.
The Cholos.
Yeah.
He
like
really,
that's the homies. But then when you go back, and he still goes there too. But when you go back and look at some of the videos, you'll see that he got some of the fit on.
Okay.
Yeah, he about that life.
All right.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So at the time, it was like everybody was doing the same thing, and that's what's gonna happen with drill. It's gonna be like, all right, man, it's the money starting to drive. It's like everybody can't do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And what's driving drill is the white kids and the young kids that want to hear that shit, but they gonna get tired of it too. It's gonna be back to fucking Taylor Smith and
I think drill. We have been witnessing that drill is going downward. Like I think it's like, you know, only people I know, just in my experience. So I'm not saying right. Is the streets and those kids who are so locked into the vibe of the only people I know listen
that
to
lifestyle.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Before we got on camera, you just made a prime statement of basically pre-drill rap, you can say. Because you said you played Self-Destruction.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And then you played
All in the Same Game.
Yep.
Yep.
And they attracted more to All in the Same Game.
That's true.
Yeah,
they did.
They
You know what I'm saying?
So they don't know that we had a discussion. I went into the jails, and I was talking about socially conscious hip hop, and I played Self-Destruction, which is an '80s record of all the top rappers in the game at that time, and then I played All in the Same Gang for those you don't know, with all the top West Coast rappers at that time. And they hated Self-Destruction. They thought it was the wackest song ever made in life. But I played them All in the Same Gang. They was like, "Oh, this one's all right though." So because we was discussing why, you know what I mean? So and it has way more gang talk in it and way more, way more appreciation toward the street.
Yeah. Which is crazy. It's just like we feel as though Self-Destruction was better than that. But then when you go back and listen to it, you're like, oh yeah, this was really hard though.
Yeah.
You know
we didn't listen to it like, yo, they was hard.
Like, oh damn, this was really hard.
They was,
like,
and in hindsight, it was a quote unquote harder record, meaning
Self-Destruction.
This hard.
Yeah.
This Self-Destruction was all positivity. The All in the Same Gang has some like, all right, yo.
Like,
it's rough out here.
We get busy over here on the West Coast.
Yeah.
It's different.
Let's be honest with Self-Destruction though. Think about the beat of Self-Destruction. It's corny.
No, you said that too. Before.
It's corny.
Yeah,
It's a corny record. Like we loved it. But I think we made concessions for the don't.
MC Light's verse. It's just like verses that stand out.
We love the rappers that rapped on it, but that's not a good record. Like, let's be honest.
We were young.
Let's be honest. Self-Destruction is not a good record. Them kids is right. You know what,
we have Self-Destruction. Yeah, the bus.
Them kids just taught me something, Flynn. Self-Destruction is low-key whack.
Yo, these kids was not feeling that at all.
And in the same gang, somebody got shot 3 times before that.
In the video, he told all like,
That's why I said, damn, that's like pre-drill right there.
Yo, let's be honest. Yo, I'm thinking about it now. Them kids is right. Self-destruction is ass.
Them kids is right.
Them kids is right. I never. Yo, they might be. Yo, that shit is trash. Yo.
Like 3 people got shot, somebody died before the hook.
At the time, it was the hot shit, but that song does not stand the test of time. It doesn't stand the test of time.
No, man. Oh my God. Them kids have I actually learned from some kids. They were like, this ain't it.
They was like, no, they was like, this is whack.
You know what it is too? we loved it because the artist was on it.
Yes, it was the freshest thing going at that time, bro.
fact.
Who's on it? Hell, we didn't bring that picture. back.
KRS-One, Dougie Fresh, D Nice, MC Light, Just Ice.
Yep.
Who else? Stetsasonic,
Miss Melody,
Miss
which
Melody.
you don't like.
Heavy D.
Yep, Heavy D was on it. Heavy D's part I like because it broke into
Did we
the
say Public Enemy already?
Public Enemy was on it. They
We live for the
nah. Chuck D went in on that. Chuck D went in.
Salute to Chuck D. He just followed me on Twitter, dude. Salute to Chuck
Oh,
D.
that's what's up.
Yeah, Self-Destruction was trash. Let me check the comments, gang. That shit was ass.
Oh wow.
I can't believe that these kids told me that record was trash. I was in elementary school when Self-Destruction came out. We all knew MC Light and Miss Melody's part.
Hell yeah, MC Light.
Everybody
MC Light had the
know that.
best verse.
Everybody know that.
Yeah, LL wrote it, right?
I think
we had a discussion. I heard Big Daddy Kane wrote that verse.
I think we looked it up. I think LL wrote that part for us.
LL wrote somebody verse.
But
But Kane wrote somebody verse too.
Yeah, I feel like Kane wrote MC Light's verse.
Yeah, somebody wrote something for us.
trying to tell you.
That bass part. Yep.
Yeah,
That was
that's
Eazy-E.
the easy
That's
joint.
Eazy-E.
Yeah.
That's the All-Star. The
Yeah,
West Coast
he's
All-Star.
talking about Eazy-E verse.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that you know, I think they only rapped on it because KRS asked him to. Nobody would have picked that beat. If they would have gave him a tape of beats, nobody would have picked that beat.
Don't.
Probably his ass.
Probably Red Alert because Red Alert was in the video.
Nah, but KRS used to make a lot of his own beats.
A word? All right.
I'm going to go on a limb. Matter of fact, we're going to look that shit up. I think KRS want to make that trash ass beat. That's my nigga too. Self-Destruction was ass, and I loved it back then. But they played it so much. I don't know if y'all had video jukebox, but that shit came out. It'd be 2 videos of Self-Destruction right back to my life.
That's a fact.
Again,
the jukebox back in the day.
He got Stetsasonic again. He got Miss Melody again. Just Ice again. I was known as the prankster, but believe me, that is no fun. The time is now to reunite everyone. That's just trash, gang. I'm just gonna be live a bit, dead ass, been in the building. Let me see. Flavor was the example of self-destruction. He was.
Wow.
Flavor was self-destruction. I'm just gonna be honest.
That kid be bad at that too.
Yeah, LL wrote that verse for her, yo.
Okay.
This is an interview of him talking about why he didn't want to be on it himself. Because he didn't want that to be the image of him. He said,
well, he was going to drop a new album, and he said that's not the first thing I want y'all to see me on doing no self-destruction. Because the concept was whack. But at the end of the day, it was a great record for what the time was calling for. It didn't really change nothing, but it was a great moment in time. Dead ass. Let me see what we got going on. Damn, I learned something from these kids, gang.
He said, I learned the kid song was
I learned something from this kid. Like, I want to scold him at first. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know shit. Actually, wait a minute.
You know what? Hold on. Cookies for everybody.
I need to stop listening to y'all little motherfuckers. They was right. Damn.
Yeah, but we can be blinded by nostalgia sometimes.
Get them the strawberry milk, not even the chocolate.
Can I give y'all, and just give me a second for this one? I'm going to give y'all another nostalgia we blinded by.
What?
I don't know. I may be showing my age right now, but we really, really, really thought the Fat Boys was good.
Come on, man. Don't do that to the Fat Boys. Bro.
I love the Fat Boys.
Don't do that to the Fat Boys.
I love the Fat Boys.
Don't do that to the Fat Boys.
But
bro.
when you listen, TJ,
I'm just gonna say disorderlies. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I love disorderly, but TJ, I just went on a run. I did a marathon.
No, we're not doing this, Chuck.
I went back and I said, I'm gonna go, I'm playing all old Fat Boy shit. And I'm like, that shit got worse and worse. I was like, yo, this shit is trash.
Hold on, wait.
Fat Boy shit
I'm
is
gonna
trash.
agree with Charles, yo, because I don't think the Fat Boys was hot like that.
Nah,
but I used to
that one song.
What song? What song?
Boys. That beat was crack.
What else?
That was to me. That was the one.
Then there was another one.
No, they had about 3 joints.
There was 3 joints.
But when Fat Boys came out, they first they was rapping.
There was at least 3 to 4 joints.
What's another one you thought they had that was hot?
So Fat Boys was hot, but
I hated that damn surfing joint. Whatever.
Can you feel it?
That's my favorite.
That was good. Yeah, my bad. That's fire too. That's fire. Yep.
But they
for its time.
Go watch Cool Rock Ski interview on Vlad TV. He tells the whole story. Their management made them do all on WACK records. The surfing, the joint with the Beach Boys.
Yeah, that was bad.
But every record was more successful because they had to do even worse. Then they made them do Disorderlies. They made them do these movies. Like Disorderlies supposed to have been better than that.
Yep.
And we like Disorderlies.
But they watered it down. He said.
Yeah. So, yeah, Fat Boys. When you go down that road, start playing that shit. And I like it because nostalgia. I can listen to it because nostalgia, but then 4 or 5 songs in, 6 songs in, I'm like, oh boy, this is really awesome.
I'll agree. Like, I can't listen to the Fat Boys today.
I just listened to those core 4 songs, bro.
Yeah. Like,
I'm being honest. Can you feel it? That's one of my favorite Fat Boy joints. That's a smacker. I got a remix to that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to redrop that.
All right.
I can see TJ killing that.
Facts.
I can see you killing that.
I'm gonna have to redo it. You know what I'm saying?
Can you feel it?
That's my shit. Exactly.
Yo,
but my shabby on some. I'm on my 95 bullshit, and you already know how I was going down to 95. So I'm on my 95 bullshit. I was saying real shit, yo.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know what I want to talk about though? I want to come into the now, right? I want to come into the now. Oh, they don't want to leave the Fat Boys out of it.
For real, man. I fucks with the Fat Boys. Disorderlies. That's what I'm gonna say. Disorderlies, and what's the other movie they in?
Crush Groove.
Like, come on, leave the Fat Boys alone.
Yo, what he said? I'm hungry, yo. Like, all you can eat. All you can eat. All you can eat.
Yo.
Hey, yo, hold up. You do know Fliz hates fat rappers. I'm just gonna say that.
Big Pun is one of the greatest people to ever touch a mic. Hell no.
These right though. That record. Milk is chilling.
Kids
is chilling. Audio 2.
I sampled that.
Tom Dillon. That's an example of a crew that didn't go. They could have went further.
Wait, but they put MC Light on, right?
That's their sister.
Yeah.
She went way further than Audio 2, but they fell back, started doing production. But I mean, Gizmo. I mean, I got a brother and his name
Gizmo.
What's my nigga? What's the nigga that rap's name?
What?
Milk D. Milk D was he was average, but he had a really strong record. That's another album that had a really strong record. That first top billing is strong, but the rest of the album, yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. That was it. That was the one for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Crush Groove was the shit.
Facts.
And you could cha to this body rock. I'm the dopest female that you heard thus far.
And it does get better. The voice gets better. Nobody gets hurt.
As long as you let her.
Do my thing with an 89 swing. Hell yeah.
Don't make Fliz go in it. He got the old school notebook.
Yeah,
too.
I love old school
shit. The black and white joint. What's the shit
the composition?
Yeah.
Composition notebook.
He got about 500-600 of those joints with every song in it.
I used to love
it was on Tubi, gang.
It is too.
I didn't even know that. The beatbox died because you know what it was? This beatbox it's only so far you can go.
Yeah. It's just like graffiti type.
You know what? If you want beatboxing, go to the underground. They sell competitions. Like there's some dope beatboxers that they're just in the underground, bro. Like
let's find them. I need a record.
There's
I'm gonna be honest, I mastered everything. I could beatbox, do all that shit.
I did a show at Rhode Island College, I think was it last year or 2 years ago, and they had a beatboxer there.
Yeah.
And it's like he was a chubby kid. This kid was disgustingly nice. Like he was putting, I'm like, how do you make 3 different sounds come out his grill at one time and keep the beatbox?
Well, that's like the dude from Police Academy.
Yeah.
He'd be like weird ass sound.
But this dude was doing it all while keeping the drums going and adding a bass sound from his throat. It was nuts. And he was like, what the hell? How do you even start discovering you can do that?
Bro, it's 93 until infinity, not 95 until infinity. He said 95 till infinity. It's 93.
Oh yeah, 93.
Yeah. Call up Bridget. Her man's a midget.
$7 digits. Call up Bridget. Her man's a midget. Plus she got fringe. I can dig it. Here's a 40 swing it. You know it's frigid. I got him chilling in the cooler. Break out the ruler. Damn, that's the fattest song I've ever seen. The weather here in Cali getting heated make them feel like Maui. Now we feel the good vibration. So many females, so much inspiration. I get inspired by a bunch too.
You got him. He didn't have to pull out the book.
Nah, that was my shit.
That's one of the best records ever recorded.
Nah, that's a fact.
Ever recorded.
You know what?
You know what's crazy?
Yo,
that was like one of my first interviews on the radio station in '93.
Yep.
We rapped to that beat.
That's a crazy beat to rap to.
I feel like my dad got that on a tape, like a real deal cassette tape.
You need to find that. Post it.
Yo, tell me if I'm way off base, but at that time, I think those were like the introduction to me of like lo-fi sound, because like electric relaxation,
Bro, we was in high
you know
school.
what I mean? But I'm saying, but it's kind of lo-fi-ish to me. It's what lo-fi is today. That's what I got from those beats, like the 95 to the Infinities, and like the Far Side. What's that? She keep running away. Like beats like that used to touch my soul, bro. I mean like goosebumps. Like,
no, that's some of the best beats.
We don't get beats like that no more. I feel like back then they were using more like of the live instruments along with the samples.
They were,
but the way that everything was getting mixed,
1995. We need to do this for
feel
this.
bigger.
I'm sorry,
you know what I'm saying?
We're going to do this Can't Keep Running Away verse. I need this.
I don't know it all like that.
I need this verse, please. We got to look this up. I need this.
Yo, do y'all know that joint though? I don't know if no of them cats out there know that.
Before
joint.
we get to Adam22 and all that bullshit, let's go. I want to.
Can't keep running away. That joint was fire as shit. Can't keep running. You got it?
I didn't search right. Hold on. It's
Far Side.
Far Side.
PH.
Yep. Running Away.
Yep.
Yeah, that shit just like so smooth.
Run, dun, 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 dun. That guitar, that just.
I must admit, on some occasions, I went out like a punk or a chump or a suck or something to that effect. Respect. I used to never get, because all I want was a set. Where niggas used to be like, "What's up, fool? Nigga, what's up?" and tried to sweat a nigga like the lip for no reason at all. I can't recall throwing seeds in my face. Oh, they talking about some gang shit. Yeah. I didn't even know that. Down the hall, I'm LA, kicking
bro.
in the back
of
the
camouflage
school.
under that smooth beat.
At 3, wondering why is everybody always picking at me? I tried to talk and tell them, chill. I did nothing to deserve this, but when it didn't work, I wasn't scared, just real nervous and unprepared to deal with scrapping, no doubt. My pappy never told me how to knock a nigga out, but in 95, I must survive as a man on my own. Fuck around with fat lip, you get blown. I'm not trying to show no macho or nothing, but when it's on, then it's on, and I can't keep running away. We're going back to 95, but you know what?
No, that's a Method Man line. What dude said.
We can't take
Ben Garcia. That's a line. I think that, what was that song? Sub Crazy. We can take it back to 898. But he was saying 85. If you want to start acting like you live, that's a Method Man line.
Okay.
But he just put 95.
93 till infinity. Kill all that whack shit. All right, gang. You know what?
What up?
Tapes is back. They're selling. Tapes
they
is
are
back. Everything come back.
Tapes is back.
That's what they.
I did not know that. I haven't seen a cassette.
Dale the Funky Homer Save Me was fire. That's Ice Cube's cousin. For those that don't know.
Yeah.
Told y'all 95.
That might be. Oh, are you talking? I might be on. You talking about the
95, one of the best years.
I think they're talking about the lo-fi sound.
Yeah,
Dilla, yeah.
We're gonna have some fun tonight, gang. Let's see, what's a queen? How did we survive? Tapes, side A, side B. Dead ass. I used to have to rewind the tape all the way. And when you want to hear a song over, you got to try to rewind it. And guess and your tape used to rip. Used to open the joint up and put the tape on
it. Stay up. A little
I was a master of that joint. I could take the little screwdriver and open the whole tape.
Hell yeah.
And then put this shit. I was a wizard with that shit. Let me see. 95, a little older. They reminisce over You Beat Is Crazy. We had some crazy beats, gang. But they was recording in a different way. They was on 8-track. They was doing like whole fucking. Some of them joints was 24 tracks, 48 tracks. They was different, gang. It was a different era. They had all kind of little filters. They had actual filters. It would go through a tube. Go through a tube. You can't recreate that shit with a computer, bro.
Yep.
Thomasina was popping.
Thomasina in the building.
Tana. Yo, can't wait for the video. Can't wait for the video
dropping. When that video dropping. Let's talk about it.
I still remain a soldier. That's how I told you. That's my joint. Let me see.
To this day. Is that how when they wrote that?
We didn't even do that part. Let me see. And let them old, the strays was them. Oh my God. I'll be here all night with this fucking song.
Right?
Listen, let me keep it moving, guys. We got a lot of comments.
What's popping with Mr. 22?
So listen, gang. I don't know how many of y'all from LA, but I do want to have this conversation. I know some of you guys know what's going on, but I don't know if y'all know who Big U is, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all know who Big U is from back in
I heard about him.
LA. He's one of the big homies over there in LA. So apparently all of them got arrested over there. The Rolling Crips. The Rolling 60 Crips got I know we was on some hip hop. We're gonna be a downer, but it's not gonna be a downer. We're gonna keep it moving. So I say all this to say that. I say all this to say this. Adam22's channel, No Jumper, which I do keep saying. I went to No Jumper. I went there, had no problems. Everybody was cool. Brick Baby was cool. Everybody I met was cool at No Jumper. But what happened was a lot of them guys from that show
in that indictment
have got indicted. And Adam22, if anybody know about YouTube, they know that Adam22 is one of the biggest proponents of what's going on in LA when it comes to the gang stuff. He puts that on his channel. So allegedly, we're not sure 100%, but Adam22 was grabbed up this morning, allegedly, according to him at WACK 100, because he knows information about what's going on with that indictment over there with this whole, thing with Brick Baby and Adam and Big U.
Is he still locked up?
He got it the same day, which they're thinking that he gave the information that the feds wanted him to give because he was always. But this is the thing. Adam22 was playing with it a lot, like, the feds calmed down. I'm not saying nothing. He thought it was a joke, right? Mm-hmm. So I think that what these feds was like, we really don't joke around, right? I think they really like if it's not so Adam22 and them do a lot of stuff for clickbait and stuff. So it could be that they're because it could be that they're like running a prank, like they do stuff for clickbait. But I don't think that's what really. I think he really got arrested because this is real serious. Most of the people on his show are in the middle of a lot of drama, and they always talking about it on the show. But go ahead, Flair. I'll go ahead, TJ.
I seen something where it says that WACK 100 supposedly bailed him out.
Oh, maybe he did. That's his man. He gets a lot of money with him. So my whole thing with Adam22, like I said, I met Adam22. Everybody was cool and whatever, But at the end of the day, I think that he's playing a little close to the fire with this LA gang stuff. And I think he's bringing too many people up to that studio that are in the middle of real life situations.
Real shit.
And they're fighting to tell these stories on air so they can look cool. And also they can stay on the show. Because what happens is he starts kicking people off the show and they're not valuable no more, things like that. I'm just being honest. People get kicked off, you get fired, So they want to keep their ratings up and keep their numbers up. Like, keep the shows that they're doing up. So they got to be more gangster, for lack of a better word, Fliz. They got to be more bombastic and more like where, they got to kind of low key. I'm just going to be honest, please this guy. You know what I'm saying? And he feeds into it. Everything is for the cameras. They just had somebody get beat up, stripped naked outside the studio. I told y'all when I went there, it was a secret location, right? Now everybody up there, gangsters all outside, and we're waiting for WACK. Two dudes came up there. WACK came out with more niggas than two. So the dudes that's out there waiting on WACK got beat up, stripped butt naked, ended up in the hospital.
Really?
And WACK told him, don't kill him. You know what I'm saying? So end of the day, all of this happened on WACK on Adam22's set on outside of his office building, which I told you was a real office. It's in an industrial complex. There's nothing gangster about it. Mm-hmm. It's where people go to work in the morning, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
they got cubicles and everything.
They have cubicles. This is a business. Like, this is a real business. So it's not that kind of place. And when these people start seeing that they're bringing that nonsense up there to this area, people are getting scared, mm-hmm. and the cops are getting tired of it. And the feds are on these guys. So Adam22 got allegedly picked up. And what I think is they're going to lean on him until he starts telling what they want to know. But they already said 30 to 40% of the case that they built on these roller 60s was already social solid. Media.
Okay.
30% of it is this guy's show.
Wow. Right.
Because they go on the podcast and they sit there and they argue with each other and they say, Brick Baby literally told the dude, I got more bodies than you got squabbles. He's a grown man. He said that. He said that on the podcast to another man across from him. He said, no, I think it was on the phone. He said, I got more bodies than you got squabbles. What neighborhood you from? You ain't really no gangster. Like, they was arguing about who was more gangster.
Yep.
But these arguments are the kind of arguments that happen every day. So I'm like, gang, what kind of business is this? What y'all doing over there?
This shit is so crazy because I'm like, when did this was cool to barely be talking about real street shit on the internet, right?
Yes.
Like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, I'm saying, you trying to really prove who's the most gangster ass nigga?
I think that's a symptom of hip hop, of the real truth. I think as hip hop got cool to talk about everything, everybody followed suit. Oh, I gotta look tough. I talk more like.
But we was always within limits of it.
Yeah,
but now it's no limits. And they're giving you platforms to do it.
What happened to everything is not for everybody?
Right. I don't know if y'all saw. I did a video today talking about do hip hop still respect the OGs? And I want to have this conversation. The OGs like Suge Knight, Jay Prince, Diddy, Master P, Big Meech. Who else I had on there? It was somebody else. Oh, Big U. And I'm like, these are the OGs. Half of them is in jail or been in jail. Like, these are the OGs and the youngsters. Do we really respect the OGs, or are they giving the game like they're supposed to be, like they used to?
I'll say this.
Go ahead, Fliz.
Go ahead.
Their respect came from fear.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
A lot of the people you just named, the new generation, one, don't know them enough to fear them. Right. Two, the young cats are charged. They wasn't different. Born with they wasn't born with the codes to be feared. It was like everybody can get it. There's no codes up before. You don't go out to families. You know what? Everybody's getting it. These young cats feel that they're not being led. They're all leaders to them. Mm-hmm. Like, you know what I mean? It's all scattered. A bunch of everybody feel they're leaders. Where back in the day, old school cats might be like, there's a hierarchy here. Mm-hmm. Right. So that's just. So I think it's those two things. You know what I mean?
So what I was gonna say is, like, the OGs ain't really doing OG shit.
No.
Because of our era of growing
like
up,
young kids.
Our OGs was like, yo, my nigga, like, what the fuck you doing? Like, I mean, they checking you. If something's wrong, they checking you. If you out of line, they checking you. Right. If you did some fuck shit, they checking you.
They putting you on course.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, now you got the OG that's scared to put in the work, right, telling the young boy to go handle some shit. You know what I mean? Like, the fuck's we doing? Like,
not only is he crashing out, he's celebrating when you crash out. He's like, good job. You know what I'm saying?
Like my young boy, like, now, why ain't we teaching these young boys to be men? Why ain't we teaching them grown man shit? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And I get it. Some of these guys, they were raised in this, so they don't have no way out. But it's other ways out than sending young dudes on crash out missions, or still if you're let's say, for God forbid, you're still 55 doing dirt. You're picking up your phone, letting the whole world know you're doing dirt. Like, just to be honest, some of the OGs I just talked about, a lot of them are we have video footage, and respectfully, of Jay Prince saying stuff online, of Big U saying stuff online, Suge Knight saying stuff online, right? We have video footage of them saying, admitting to things they shouldn't be talking about online, trying to get the respect of young dudes. I've seen some of these dudes, they all the way down south trying to threaten somebody all the way in New York. Yeah. Over the internet. It's like, what's going on, gang? Like, this ain't really, are you serious right now?
It's like, if you're the really big homie, then the big homie don't have to prove that he's a big homie.
You don't have to. You
know what I'm
saying? I've seen Hassan Campbell arguing with Jay Prince all the way back and forth. And I'm like, gang, y'all never want to cross paths. All of this is for clout. You're doing this for the internet. And that's what they're doing, though. Guys 45, 55, they're arguing back and forth online and trying to make it like they want these young guys to fear them some kind of way. The young guys sitting back like, gang, are you serious?
Like, you're a clown. Like, you're
y'all look like clowns out here.
Yeah. Oh, look at these two old cats getting
like, they goofies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm going to make up a new rule. If you got grays in your beard, you shouldn't be online talking shit to nobody. I'm going to say that shit again. Hold on, TJ. If you got grays in your beards, you shouldn't be picking up your phone talking shit about nobody, like to nobody, trying to beef with nobody. You are a fucking grown man. You shouldn't be on there instigating nothing, no gang shit, nothing. I'm just going to be honest. Go ahead, TJ.
What I was going to say is that, you know how we got multiple group chats, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, in one of the group chats we talking about some real grown man shit, where it's like, shit, I just want to go on vacation. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I just want to go on vacation and hit an island or something, or do some wild shit with the fam. And niggas is still 50 plus years old trying to shoot shit up.
What was he pouring in our cup, TJ?
Know what I mean? Like, come on, man. I want to go to an island, get me a driver, bring me around the Bahamas or wherever the fuck I'm at. I want to drink and smoke and eat good food, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like the OGs is bugging right now. Like,
they bugging. LeMaine said Big U was the inspiration for Debo. He was.
No, that's
He
true.
was?
That's
No,
a fact. The
Big
That's
U
a
was the
fact.
inspiration. So think of everything Debo did. They got that from Big U.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You schooled me to something.
The lame gangsters create a following, don't even turn it over to supporting the youth. Yeah, it's crazy. That it's like this. I'm just gonna be honest. This is all open in the public, but the stuff they charging the Big U with is insane. Like he leaned on everybody. Like yo, they was leaning on everybody.
How you leaning on a dispensary in the hood, bro?
Yeah, he was leaning on, but that's the thing. You're leaning on black businesses, gang.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Dudes that's trying to make it in life, you're leaning on them. You're taking their money. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't really respect some of this stuff. Like at a certain age, you could have found a way to get money with them. Like Freeway Ricky Ross, he learns how to get money with you. He not coming to collect and be like, yo, extort you. You know what I mean? That's the thing that I feel like big homies, it got to be another way. Because now, let's be honest, Big U is allegedly charged with a lot of stuff, and he's back sitting in jail right now after all them years of being in there. So there had to be another way.
But he's been out for mad years too. So that shit is crazy. It's like if Fliz is the little homie, right? It's funny shit. If Fliz is the little homie and he's like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. The big homie should be like, oh, let me invest in it. Oh, let me help. Let me, know what I mean?
Yep.
Like help you get yourself situated.
This ain't for you,
Instead
son.
Instead of trying to be like, oh, all right, shit, I need this. I'm gonna help you, but I need this weekly to help you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit's whack, man. Respectfully. Well, we allegedly, like that as far as we can say allegedly, but we already know the facts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not really knowing the facts, but it's like this shit is crazy with the OGs bugging out like this.
And you know what? It's like even the term OG. You're looking at it. I was gonna ignore it.
I read that. I was like, yo,
that was funny as hell. What's a queen to?
She talking about if you have grace in your head. I think she's talking about if you have grace in your bitch on your pubes.
Yeah, that.
Oh, I just see that.
Yo, I was reading that like, yo.
I haven't seen. I don't know who has that. I've never seen that in real life.
Jamie Foxx was talking. Yo. Side note, yo. Jamie Foxx, like a couple years back, did an interview and he admits that he dyes the hair on his balls. Jamie Foxx said this. He said, but he was like, he got gray hairs because he was talking about how he sleeps with younger women, and they point out like, some girl he's messing with point out he has grays on his balls. So he says he dips his balls in hair dye. Yo, I'm not making that up. Jamie Foxx said that shit himself, yo.
That's wild.
Yo,
Jimmy's a wild boy.
Wow, Tyson said, I know guys 25 were grays. This is crazy out here. Damn. Stressed out. I remember I met a dude years ago, was young with grays.
Yo, shout out to my guy Natural. One of man, we in college one had a full gray ass beard. That seems like, you know what I mean?
That's a fact.
Well, he had gray like that. But
unfortunately, grown don't mean. I mean, what's that?
Older don't mean grown anymore. That's real.
Fact.
It's sad,
you got sometimes you got dudes that's 50, 60 years old that did like that long stretch of bed. You know what I'm saying? That they did a nice 15 piece or something.
Yeah.
They're still lost. They're still stuck in their era. You know what I'm saying? So they're still trying to. You got older dudes calling the young boys big homie. Like,
please don't say that.
No, that's serious.
That's real, TJ.
That's real shit.
Why would an older guy call a young dude big homie?
This is real shit.
Unless he's trying to play him and set him up. I don't make no sense.
This is real shit. I seen it. I'm like, wait, nigga, like
crazy.
You older than this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
we can't be
serious?
this far gone, TJ. That sounds crazy.
Maybe they started acknowledging power level. I don't know. Right. You older, but he's more powerful on the block.
Dudes, let's be honest, TJ. Some dudes was flunkies when they was young, so they older and they still flunkies.
Yeah.
They always looking for somebody to lead them somewhere. It is what it is.
I'll tell you a wild story. You want to hear a wild story?
Right.
So we got pulled over one night, right?
Uh-huh.
Get pulled over, boom. I'm with Cuz, Mr. HTP joint.
Yep.
Yo, he told the cop, we got smoking. We smoking when we get pulled over, but you know everything's legit now. So boom. He told the cop, he said, nigga, he said, you was soft when we was in high school.
Oh, snap. I'm not soft now. Get off, goddamn car.
I ain't know.
The nigga, we still not me like, nigga, you was soft in high school. Like, why are you bothering us? You know what I'm saying?
That's what did he say? Well, how did he react? Was he mad?
It was just mad funny. I don't even remember how he reacted. It was a few years ago, but it's like, damn. Like, you know what I mean, you get the cop that he wasn't popular in school.
Okay.
He might have got bullied in school. He feels tough now.
Yeah.
But he pulled over those guys that was the tough guys in school.
Yeah.
Right.
He like, nigga, you was soft in high school. Like, why are you bothering us?
That's funny as hell.
I didn't know Jamie Foxx is in his 50s. That makes sense, though. That makes sense. He gotta be.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, my girl Tina is back in the building. Salute, Tina. We appreciate you.
Salute, Tina.
$50 super chat. Always showing us love.
Tina
Real
Plumber.
gangsters move in silence, dead ass. Let me let Fliz take over for a minute.
All right, you want me to hit the button? Oh snap! I be feeling powerful when I get to click the buttons and whatnot. Oh wait, what we gonna go through the comments? Don't click the comments.
Oh, you click comments.
Yeah, we trying to click these comments, yo.
Wait, Slick Rick got a bald head?
Who?
Who
got-
got Uncle Rick?
Oh, you said
Slick got an uncle. I'm like, wait, Slick Rick.
I'm like, yo, I don't ever remember seeing Slick. Maybe one time in my life I seen Slick Rick's hair. You know what I mean?
Uncle Rick.
Yeah, but Tina Plumber, yeah, real. Well, I don't know anymore. Nah, we got Tina right here. I'm talking to Tina like when Tina was like, "Yo, real gangsters move in silence." Maybe the funny thing is, new gangsters might not.
Yeah, that's a fact.
There might be a new.
They'll rap about it. They'll catch a body and rap about it within 2 hours of them catching the body.
I saw
and put the video out by tomorrow.
Yo, I saw a comedy skit where they was doing that, right? Where the cops was questioning the dude. He wasn't trying to say nothing. They put a mic and a beat on. He was like, "Oh, all right," and just yo,
he told everything.
It was the funniest shit, yo.
Cock back, cock.
Yo, that joint was funny, yo. Yo, it's funny. I feel like Charles now doing the comments. What's a queen to a goddess? That's what's a queen to a god? What's a god to a non-believer? Yeah. Are you talking about that when you said that? Let's see. What's the next one? What do we got here in the next comment? Oh, that's the Uncle joint.
That's the Uncle joint, yeah.
Uncle Rick, who's been great since 17. He had a bald head since 91. All right, what we got here? We got in a good way. I'm sorry, Lemaine. Kind of lost track of where we were. I don't know what you're saying in a good way though. Arrested Development. What about Arrested Development, Cherry Ann? We're kind of backed up on the comments, so I don't know what you said, but as far as Arrested Development, I like them, dude. I like that group. They was a little folk.
Hey, yo, some of them was gangsters too, though.
Really? In Arrested Development?
They did this documentary about them.
Oh, then you love some documentaries, boy.
I watched I smoke weed and watch documentaries.
Yo, you watch mad documentaries.
Smoke weed, watch a lot of movies.
Yo, I've never seen no one watch as many documentaries as this man to my right here. He watch wow.
I read books and study, bro. That's all I do.
Yo, bro. I get all my facts off online. I ain't gonna even lie, bro.
That's a fact.
I'm like, I'd be like, let me Google, and then I double check it because there's a lot of bullshit. You got to get a reputable source.
Back to the AI. We don't know what the fuck going on. If everything real now. You got to check everything.
Real men move with a purpose. That's what's a real men move with a purpose. 100% agree with you. I've seen that a lot in the city. I think he's referring to the old heads calling the young boys big homie.
Facts,
it got to be a respect thing. Having a big homie after 25 years is nasty work. Tyson Garcia, yo, you ain't ever lie, yo. After 25 years of doing what you doing, you got a big homie. It's kind of time to get off the streets. Yeah, it's like, bro. I saw a girl comedian was talking about having a boyfriend as a drug dealer for mad years, and after like 15 years, we're like, I gotta re-up. You ain't up yet? You still gotta re-up? He was like, it's been 15 years. You still? I gotta go re-up. Oh, here you can take that.
Like you got dudes like, you know what I'm saying, like that we grew up with that's still on that same time.
Right? You got, like, bro, this I gotta re-up
right now. Like, you know, we buying houses and cars and shit now, right? Going on vacation.
Well, I want to say it was some more. We all know that the female comedian Samore. I think she's the one who said you got to go re-up. Shouldn't you be up? If it was not her, it's someone in that realm. You know what I mean?
Sheena said gray hair is from a lack of minerals, not so much age. Wow.
Really?
Interesting.
Thanks for the lesson.
Interesting.
I mean, I would figure gray hair is from a lack of something because as you get older, we lose stuff. So just by deduction, I would figure. But
that's interesting.
Yeah, you get older, everything starts depleting, bro.
Mhm.
That's why, yo, I'm constantly like lifting weights because of the muscle mass you lose. You start losing at 30, and then 40 is plummeting. You gotta stay, yo, my ass be like on some like, yo, no, my favorite joint right now, eating celery sticks. You know what I'm saying? Dipping it in the little vinaigrette. You know what I mean?
So
Doing
you
all
on
this
your- you
old
on your
guy shit.
veggies.
I'm on that old guy joint, man. I ain't gonna lie.
America manufactured this culture, and white men continue to profit and start off the generous profiting off black online. Okay.
Yo, that reminded me of I was having a debate with somebody online. And we was talking. It was a healthy discussion because I don't argue with people online. That's not me. I'm not. Once insults start coming out, I'm done because we're not talking no more. I don't play that. But this dude we was talking about a lot of black stuff, and I was like, yeah, he didn't know about system. He was a white guy or whatever. He didn't know about a lot of stuff that he was talking about.
How old was he?
So I don't know. But this dude, naturally, he went. It was just on like TikTok. He went to my page. He looked up and down my page. He gonna come back and say some dumb shit to me, like as if like he was looking at me as this super thug because he saw a couple of videos. He goes, yeah, they're rapping and you got baggy jeans on, and he was kind of. I'm like, what the fuck is that? He just instantly. I said, you must not have been listening to these songs. You must just clicked on something and saw what he was talking about videos. Yeah. Like take the song I got with Big Six, like that. So it's like, and then I got another song. I got the hoodie on. He just like, yo, you're a thug, yo. And I'm like, what the? And I was like, if you knew what I did for a profession, you sound stupid. Yeah, you know what I mean. But so anyway,
why was y'all arguing?
We wasn't arguing. We was talking. I forgot the topic was something on blackness. It was something like that.
With a white man about blackness.
But no, he was on my line talking about blacks need to take accountability for certain things. I'm like, no. I said I agree with that, and we, you know me, I can take both sides, and I'm like, but here's what you need to understand about blackness, and it went left. Then he started getting like a little more like racist and started calling me a thug and shit. I was like, all right, we good. We don't have, you know what I mean? He went and checked my videos and stuff, telling me about, well, you're a thug because I get out of here. You know what you're talking about.
Belize and JB said I started going gray at 18. Wow.
Oh damn.
That's
wow.
Scary. That's scary. I don't know what to say about that. I don't. That's kind of abnormal. So
18, man. That's senior year. High school was like.
Dead ass. Why do people really need a big homie? You don't need them, but they help you. A lot of dudes, let's be honest, a lot of dudes ain't had no father in the hood, so the big homie was the father.
Well, I had a dad, but I ain't gonna lie. I had in ninth grade when I got to high school, I had a big homie, and I was thankful because I was like, I told y'all that story.
What is?
You know what I'm saying? How I got there, little fat kid. You know what I'm saying? Came from a little private school called Bishop McVinney for 8 years.
They kicked me out of that school.
They kicked you out?
Yeah, they kicked me
Yo,
out.
I was up in that school.
Bishop McVinney for 8 years?
Yeah, from first to 8th grade. I was in. Yep.
He did all. So basically, Bishop McVinney, you got from first to what 6
they got K to 4th, but then they condensed it all to 1. Then they spread it back to the.
So
first.
You went to.
I went to
behind Tropical Liquor.
Yeah, in the West End.
But then what about the one on the South Side?
I went to that one for elementary.
Yeah, they kicked me out of there.
Yeah,
they kicked me out.
So now,
but they kicked me out.
I went to the one in South Side first in elementary. Then I went to the one in West End for middle school. But then I was like, I had enough of this private school stuff. I want to get up out of this. I'm like, this is why I learned. I didn't know about being dressed, fashion. My parents didn't have dough like that. So I went to a public school that had thousands of kids dressed whack. You know what I'm saying? Little fat kid. Yo, Cass was getting at me the first day. First day. First day. I was like, I told you that everybody was like, yo, it's Chub Rock. And like, yo, man, fat jokes and shit. I'm like, all right, word, this what we doing? I got my little pride. So I'm like, I remember when we went up and remember the Central Gym had. Yo, my boy Mike was sitting there with his crew.
Mike who,
Jackson? No. What's his last?
White boy Mike?
No, he's caramel skin Mike. He was chilling with Chuck and them. You remember dark skin Chuck?
Oh, Chuck.
Yeah, so Mike was that crew. First day, yo, Mike was like, nah, you with us. You know what I'm saying? I was like, you got that right. I remember like big homie had my back.
Chuck. One-eyed Chuck, basically. He dark skin, big
Dark,
Chuck.
yeah.
Nah, he got like I say one-eyed Chuck, but he ain't really one-eyed Chuck. Like his eyes just low. Like, know what I mean?
Yep. Okay. But Michael, they was
and
roasting each other.
Weed too, but that has nothing to do with it. You know
yo, these cats were roasting. They was like, he's like, this nigga Chuck so black he sweats coffee. But the snap game was heavy.
Chuck got he got the laugh like that's my nigga. No shit, like I just seen Chuck. No shit, bro. Oh God, I just seen Chuck like probably like about a month ago. Yo, at the gas station, son.
It started with a G, I think Mike's last name was. But anyway, Mike was first day, and it's funny because I years later, me and Mike was like cool on some adult time because I was like counseling his stepson. Mm-hmm. And I reminded him of that story, and I told his stepson, I said, yo, in high school, your step pops had my back. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so anyway, I know it's a long ass story. But now I was thankful that day for the big homie, like, word, I'm not alone out here. Like
I'm not alone
out here in these streets.
Crazy. They talking about celery juice and
who?
They talking about celery juice and what to eat to make your minerals and this and that. And then they having two different conversations in the chat. They talking about stress, and then they talking about don't argue with racists. There's a lot going on, man.
Oh, no, you right about that. Yeah, I don't argue. I don't know if y'all know my personality archetype. I'm not gonna argue with y'all. I like to talk. And soon as insults are flying out, I realize this is over.
They have a great conversation about what to eat. So what's the Queen to Goddess said, you're talking facts. I can make tea out of hibiscus cloves and other ish for my hair. And then let me see. Rich B said Lemaine, celery juice, beetroot juice, hibiscus tea with cloves, all supposed to help with blood pressure. They having a whole,
we appreciate you.
I'm going in. They're giving the old head recipe right there for you old heads.
How to be better. Celery got no middle. Lemaine don't believe the celery got no middle.
How do I bring my omega-3s?
Ben said Irish sea moss. I've been meaning to try sea moss. Sour sop is very good. I don't get the sea moss, gang.
Come on, man.
Really?
I to Cook Rock.
I know, right?
Southside smoothies, yo.
I don't know where to get it. I mean, I can order it, but I just don't get it.
I just holler at Cook Rock. Cook Rock will be back in town for the award show. Because I got to call him too.
And something else.
I need the smooth.
I heard it's nasty.
Gross. The sea moss.
Nah. Disgusting.
Yeah, you take that shit.
You got it's an ingredient and other stuff.
Yeah, but you can take a spoonful.
Yeah, tough it out. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I mean, spoonful. Take a shot of water after you take the spoonful. You're good.
I'm chilling. We catching up. So listen, I want to talk about something else. It's so much going on. Irish sea moss, soursop, black.
That soursop, yo, when
soursop helps with cancer.
Yeah.
When I had my colon cancer and I got operated on, they told me that I should be eating a lot of soursop because that will control your cancer.
Does that have a lot of alkaline in it?
Yeah, it defeats. I don't know what it has in it, but that's a preventative measure for.
Yeah, the fish oil.
I take fish oil. I got fish oil pills on my desk.
Oh, she probably talking about because I said omega-3s.
Yeah,
I know fish oil is high in omega-3.
All my Trini homies, they've been on that since back in the day.
Fish
oil, all that shit.
Not a cold in over 4 years because of oil and oregano. I do a lot of oil. I use a lot of oregano only in cooking though. I don't use
talking about Crisco, Charles. Still are different oils.
That's the juice for life though. Juice for life. You're talking about Styles P, Jadakiss,
molasses, and I ain't never used that before.
What is
black strap molasses? You gotta make sure it's authentic sea moss and not farm raised.
Yeah,
I don't know the difference.
Crook got all that, yo.
Styles P Pharmacy for life. Topic change. We're gonna get off of this in a minute. Soursop is that's in Dominican Republic. They chop that down. Let me see. High alkaline diet is always best. Dead ass. It's hard to find the right water. Most waters don't have alkaline. They have a certain water, but it's a funny thing because the alkaline water being $1 store.
Bro, if you want alkaline, eat deep green stuff with deep greens. I know we on that health old guy, but yeah, I believe everything that's deep green and dark green leafy is alkaline.
Salute LeMaine said you had colon cancer.
That's why you eat vegetables every meal.
I eat vegetables every day, bro. Every day I eat vegetables.
Yeah, LeMaine, I had stage 3 colon cancer about 7 years ago.
That's right.
They removed it, but I'm just gonna be honest. That doctor was a jerk that removed my shit. He saved my life, but at the same time, he tried to take my whole intestines out. I think they get paid more when they take more out.
That's fucked up.
He could have took this where a tumor was. I never said this publicly, but he could have just took the tumor out. But he's like, let me remove your whole intestines, and then we could test it to see if you have the DNA. If you have, it's a I forgot what it's called, but you have it's a gene.
Yeah.
I said we're gonna test your car. I said, well, can you test that without taking it out? He said, yeah. So I said, well, what the fuck we talking about?
Yeah.
You gonna give me a fucking colostrum? You gonna give me a bag and have me walking around the rest of my life with no fucking, just so you could test it for a gene that you could test without it? So I said, no, I refused that. So I didn't like that he was trying to take my whole intestine out. I was like, you know what? I think this nigga get paid more money when he take the whole thing out.
Oh, definitely, because it's probably a huge procedure.
I'm just gonna be honest. I wasn't feeling that shit, and I was like, yo, why are you playing with me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, you gonna have me go 30, 40 fucking more years, cause just for what? Like, it don't make no sense. When there's an option where they could take your blood and take that and do that test. Why you want to take my whole intestines? But other than that, they saved my life. I'm just gonna be honest.
Yeah.
But 7 years. I'm like you know what I'm saying, remission and all that. So I'm good. So that's why you gotta understand all this.
Right?
Eating better, Eat your fruits and veggies. Sarsaparilla, root for iron, turmeric, yep, all that. Yeah, I am a cancer survivor. I have it in my bio. I put cancer survivor. I know people don't look at your bio, but I have cancer survivor in there. You know what I'm saying? Pharmacy for life, black seed oil. I followed alkaline for years. Oh, we getting into some deep.
I know we got grown right now.
Sebi, about to get on Dr. Sebi. Word to Nipsey.
Let me see what we talking about. Burdock root. Later, WACK. I don't even know what they saying. I don't know what that even is.
Bladder weak or bladder whack?
Bladder whack. Deep green.
Cataracts.
What water's good? Blast that ass. Sarsaparilla. I used to think sarsaparilla wasn't a real word. I thought that was like a joke word. They'd be like sarsaparilla. They used to say it on some cartoon, sarsaparilla, like some old ass Bugs Bunny cartoon
from the 80s.
Yeah, not from the like 30s, 20s and shit. Like sarsaparilla, like it was like some fucking racist shit.
Yeah, nah, sarsaparilla's good, bro.
Yeah, it was some racist
ass.
It's
literally root beer.
They removed my mom too. They said the same thing more or less. She still suffers. Yeah, God bless her, gang. Organ sellers. Oh man, that's what it was. And they sell my shit on the black market, right? Some fucking Bitcoin, like Doge and shit. Let me see. I love turmeric, but it's blood. All right, you know what? I want to keep this going for all. Oh, doctors experiment on us. That's a fact. Human trafficking and organ stealers. You know what? This motherfucker was a goddamn human trafficking and organ stealer.
You know, you don't really need your intestines, man. Come on, man.
You don't want that. You sure?
You know, patient, you fucking selfish, man.
Yeah, you know what? Let me get that about you. But listen, I want to talk about something else. Cartoon drink is what I thought. Yeah, that's true. I thought sarsaparilla was fake. I thought it was like, I'm telling you, it was like some Bug Bunny cartoon with some big ass lips. Like
he's an onomatopoeia. That was the thing. Tigger said that a lot too. He had a song.
That's all, folks.
I want to talk about this guy.
Who we talking about?
Joe Budden was butt ass naked in his neighbor's yard, and his neighbor is suing him.
Yeah, what the fuck is going on with Joe?
Let me read this. We're gonna have a whole conversation. We're gonna have a whole conversation. Hold on. So Joe Budden neighbors are suing him over the viral incident from last year in which he allegedly came to their door naked. Naked photos of Joe Budden have surfaced online after his neighbors John and Yulia filed a lawsuit against him for allegedly trying to enter their home while nude. He had previously been arrested for the incident in December. Damn. But police cleared him of all charges. In the lawsuit, the couple accused Budden and his podcast co-host Melissa Forge of engaging in a campaign of intimidation and retribution against them for filing noise complaints over their recording of the Joe Budden podcast. Oh, he must have been loud in his house. Okay. New pictures obtained by TMZ show Joe Budden in the nude in the hallway of their condo building. In a statement of I didn't know he lived in a condo. I thought this shit was outside in like the woods or something. Yeah. In a statement obtained by XXL, the couple's attorney, Thomas Milarago, whatever, explained the decision to take legal action. He wrote, "My clients were forced to act because the situation became intolerable. They believe that everyone, no matter who they are, deserves to feel safe, secure, and comfortable in their own home. This lawsuit is about restoring respect, dignity, and a shared community. The facts speak for themselves and will be addressed where they belong, in court." Joe Budden's attorney, Nima, responded to the lawsuit in a statement, quote, It is apparent that these individuals did not learn from the first time they lost after a trial in the Superior Court, so we'll gladly deliver them with another one. A superb, thorough, and detailed Superior Court judge who presided over the trial has already found that there was no statutory lewdness. The inclusion of photographs in the filed complaint is also a flagrant violation of our opinion, of the court confidentiality order. Then they're going after them for court confidentiality. In addition to the nudity, the lawsuit accuses Joe Budden of allegedly making insulting and racist remarks toward the couple. This complaint is for publicity, in our opinion, and not justice. The court already delivered justice, but to Mr. Budden. Unhappy with losing at the trial in the Superior Court, these individuals put out what we believe is this mediocre civil suit filled with inflammatory statements and edited pictures solely for intention and to injure Mr. Budden's reputation based on what we've argued is flagrant racism. We don't have authorization to publish the pictures of Budden directly on HNHH, but you can check via the link below. So let me just ask you a question, Fizz. Do you want to see Joe Budden naked?
No, I mean, well, I'm gonna. You have to ask me that.
Let me go to the comments, man. It's just crazy. They going crazy in the comments. Nah, I just read the whole thing. You ain't missing nothing, man. You ain't missing nothing. Let me go to the comments. First of all, they did try to guinea pig me. Bro was going to get. I think he's going to get probably 100,000 for the damn intestines. Sleepy Joe.
Let me get them chitlins, son.
Didn't get my cornbread.
Right?
Ben Garcia said, "Budden be sleep jerking." Not Sleepy Joe. That's funny. Joe is a sleep jerker. Is that a thing? I never want to see naked photos of Joe Budden in my life. Me either. That's awful. He probably got the gray pews he was talking about. Yeah, this man, what's up with his general butt naked? That's hilarious. Miss me with that shit. Stormy salute. Stormy, I'm with you on that. I don't want to see that at all. Let me see what else we got going. Let me get this picture out of here. This dude Joe is bugging out. I'm just like surprised.
So this is the second time that happened?
I guess they sued before and they lost. Watching people sleepwalking is wild. My daughter used to sleepwalk and scared of shit. She wasn't scared of me, but she was scared of Mary. She would come and so Mary was sleeping on the couch one night. She just fell asleep watching something. And my daughter came up. This is Mary's face. She came, she was sleepwalking, but her eyes was glossed over. She got this close to her face and was just looking at her like this. And she looked up and she screamed. And the other one screamed. They both were in the living room. It was screaming. I thought somebody was killing both. I was like, I'm like, yo, who's dying here? They both screaming and crying. Like, I was like, yo, that's crazy. Sleepwalking is no joke, man. Do you sleepwalk?
My pops used to sleepwalk, bro.
Hell no, I sleepwalk. I barely sleep.
Nah, my pops used to sleepwalk. Yeah. Did he thought he was playing football one day.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna whoop your ass when I see you, Junior.
You see the sisters in the chat. My sisters in the chat. They might be watching this shit. But your pastor is playing football. This motherfucker jump. All right, so yo, this is when we lived in the Ville. You know what I mean? So we in the hood.
Uh-huh.
He jumped the whole stairs, bro.
Dude, I don't know if you want to tell this story.
He jumped the whole stairs. Yeah. Like he thought he was playing football. Like he was like, you know what I'm saying, quarterback sneak shit.
Yep.
He jumped.
I never.
I'm sorry, Pops. I'm sorry.
I never sleptwalk.
Pops just got used for content.
I would sleep react to things in dreams though, but I barely sleep.
Pops just got used for content.
Yo, so for real, bro.
My bad.
My little son, yo.
They keep saying that
he used to do that.
Driving and sleeping out in the podcast. Go ahead.
Not saying my little son he used to sleepwalk. He grew out of it now, good, but he'd wake right up. He just sleepwalk, and you talk to him. He talked to you like half, like, huh? But he had a habit of waking up and pissing dead in the closet.
What?
So he wake up, he go, and then one time me and my girl woke up.
That was one of Pops' situations.
We said, yo, I have the bucket, catch the bucket, like, yo.
That was all in the hood, though. All in the hood.
But me, now for real, one thing I don't think I've done in a while. I used to, like, if I have a dream, right? I didn't realize that at some point I was acting the shit out. Like, and sometimes you have a dream you're fighting.
Yeah.
And yo, I'd wake up really swing. And like, so if someone was in the Bevel Meats, luckily they didn't catch the full breath.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're stuck. And I'm the type of person I don't know if to call lucid dream or
You
whatever.
hit him
But
with the tray.
but
You hit him with the tray.
but sometimes more times than not. More times than not. Nah. I'll say 70 to 80% of the times I know I'm stuck in my dream. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh shit, I'm in a dream. How do I wake up? And I'll do dumb shit like in the dream because I'll be like, oh, I'm in control. But I'll be like, all right, fuck, so I gotta wake up. And I'll just start doing crazy stuff. But then when I wake up, it's like, whoop, like, oh snap! I'm glad I hit my girl. You know what I mean? It's like, so I do like every now and then. That was going on with him, brother.
Okay. Yeah, they coming in
Old dirty bastard live and uncut.
Hut too. Pop's gonna kill.
Exactly, yo.
Yep.
Hopefully, Pops ain't watching this at all.
He might be watching it.
Hopefully, he ain't.
Now they ain't in the chat. Sis ain't in the chat.
Have you ever done a sleep study? Nah.
Sis asleep. The P was violent, huh? Yeah, man, there's a lot going on tonight.
Cletus, wake up, Cletus.
What you doing, Cletus?
Yo, listen, I'm not even going. I don't sleepwalk, but I'm not gonna hold that against Budden, man. It is.
Now, Pops was in the army, so you know what I mean. He might have had some flashbacks. So
yeah, dead ass.
Oh, word up, yeah.
Military men, man, they got a lot going on, so I can't even hold against them.
Now, my father had a story to tell, bro. My father was in the military during like times black men wasn't loved.
Yeah.
Oh, he told me some stories of experimentation and all that shit. Nah, it's bad, like the stuff my father like divulged that the U.S. military did to his black ass back then.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Whew. But oh my God, can't relate.
I can't relate. I feel you. Me too, because I don't know how Pops was waking up that whole damn time and walking through the motherfucking.
Yeah, man.
If I get 5 hours of sleep, I slept a lot.
Yeah, I slept.
I don't sleep a lot. I get probably 3 to 4 hours of sleep like a night. You know what I mean?
It's a neurological and physical sleep disorder.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Furthermore, what's the queen to an empress? Now I know your place. Now they're going hard. What's going on in the comments?
I know, yeah, something going on.
A whole beef in the comments. Let me see.
Barbara's. I'm like,
Homebody lucky.
Barbara jumping in the comments.
Homebody's in it.
Homebody.
Yeah, homebody just said the thing about he had a great relationship with sleep.
Yeah, they know.
Oh, hell yeah.
He heard about it. So listen, I saw something else on this site.
They joke. I think it's last year to laugh. I think they're joking.
Yeah, it's just like they just having fun.
Yeah,
that's what and I love that.
Well, yo, we appreciate y'all, man. We like y'all. This is what's up. This is what's up.
Sexy Red. What's popping on Sexy Red, yo?
She had a big ass fight at her show. They was
fighting. No, that wasn't Sexy Red. That was Glorilla.
Oh, Glorilla. Okay,
yeah.
I want to talk about this. I want to talk about this.
What?
Speaking of Big U, so Meek Mill addressed these claims that he was held for ransom. So homeboy that runs with Big U told a story that they had Meek Mill hemmed up, and he had to call Rick Ross to pay $50,000 to let him free out of a club. That's what the story is. I want to talk about this story because academics who can't stand Meek Mill went and told this story. I want to have this conversation real quick. And we get back to the comments. Meek Mill became the subject of a pretty unflattering rumor on Tuesday. The rapper becomes a punching bag whenever he does something these days. Now, people are seemingly reaching into the past to find instances in which Meek Mill was taken advantage of. Loose Cannon, who was just indicted with Big U, he's one of the Rolling 60s Crips. He's on Vlad. He's on No Jumper. He talks and he's always giving his opinion on these podcasts, telling stories. This is one of the stories. Alleged that Meek Mill was kidnapped by members of the LA Crips and held for ransom a few years back. The music figure said that Rick Ross was forced to pay $50,000 to set him free. Meek caught wind of this story and he did his best to dispel it. But see, Meek talks in code, and he never really says shit didn't happen. So he be thinking that he's debunking shit. So I'm gonna read to you what Meek said. I'm gonna read to you exactly what Meek said, because in my opinion, he didn't debunk shit. So Meek put this on Twitter. Meek proceeded to say, this guy must be using a story to confuse his indictment because I'd never seen him before. I would have put him to God's test on the spot. I never even met Buddy, but I don't negotiate with fake thugs. Ask him what chain, because all my chains some shit. All my watches is 300K up vibes. So all of that means, that don't mean that it didn't happen. Just because you saying you never seen him before, don't mean you didn't get kidnapped in LA. It don't mean that Rick Ross didn't pay 50 grand to get you out. And it don't mean that this dude is lying. So
hey, yo,
go ahead.
Can I say this?
Go ahead,
You
TJ.
know I fuck with Meek.
You do.
I fuck with Meek, right? I feel like if Cam's saying that Jim Jones if Freaky Zeke saying that Jim Jones got kidnapped in Chicago, I feel like Meek got kidnapped in LA.
So I'm gonna tell you,
and it's crazy because that So Proud record that him and Friday, that's like a big record right now.
Right.
8.5 million views or streams or whatever. I believe that if Jim Jones got kidnapped in Chicago, Meek Mill got kidnapped in LA. And I'm sorry, Meek, I fucks with you, bro.
Nah,
I fucks with you, bro.
He fucks with me. But I'm just gonna be honest. Loose Cannon told the story like this: Meek Mill was in a club, and the Crips was 50, 60 deep, and Meek Mill wasn't. Right? And they were like, listen, he ain't leaving until we get this bag. And they called Rick Ross, said he not leaving till you push this 50 grand over in cash, according to Loose Cannon. But the thing about Loose Cannon, this is why he's in prison. This is why he got arrested, because a lot of them stories they checked into and they was real. You know what I mean? He's currently in custody because of the stories he told on No Jumper. So
why is these dudes telling these real street stories?
That's a wild story to make Fliz. You're gonna make up a story like that and put Meek Mill in it, like, yeah, he could be lying, but this dude is a dude that is already known for all the stories most of the stories he be telling becoming true.
Mm-hmm.
So why is it so far fetched that this could be true? If Fliz, it's you're in LA, they 50, 60 deep, you got 5 people with you. They can say that. They can be like, you're not leaving.
Is the question why not believe it's true? Because I don't know from what vantage point. You mean from Meek Mill, of him trying to say it's not true?
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of things are said in the public by many celebrity. You know, you don't want your rep to be tore up. You know, you don't want. You know, remember when Cameron got caught because he didn't want to answer the question of, if you find out a serial killer lived next door, would you call the police?
Yeah.
Cameron just didn't want to say yes, and he admitted later because it would kill his brand at the time.
Facts.
You know, he couldn't just man up.
Said that Taxstone. Taxstone, the podcaster. He's very, very hood podcast. He's known for I'm street, I'm hood. So he said he would not tell that the serial killer lived next door.
So yeah, and it's like, you know, sometimes you being so street, you forget you're a grown up. You know, and it's just man up. Sometimes you can be a gentleman and a gangster. I love that term. You got to learn how to balance the two. But sometimes the scale is so tipped. So let's say if Meek Mills is lying about it, I think because the scale is tipped, he don't want to look like, because he talked a lot of shit on them records.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And your reputation is supposed to be invincible and impervious to all this shit. The new young boy, they use the term two-tack. I mean, it's like you're supposed to not be getting lined up because you're tactical, you know, and that's the ego right there, you know. So that's what I think. I think it's all ego. I think dude telling the story was ego driven because he wasn't being tactical either, because the feds is gonna be on you ass saying all that dumb shit.
And you know what's crazy? I think so. A lot of people. Well, we need to get to a place of honesty where it's like it's real shit can happen to anybody. The realest dudes are the ones that know anything can happen. The fake ones is the ones like nothing can happen. I can't get touched. Them the dudes that's in a box somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy. What you reading, Flizzy?
No. You made me think of something. A kid told me last week. Right, I'm recording some kids rapping. They start getting on this kind of snitching about crimes and all stuff. I'm like, oh shit, I know the crime I'm talking about. I actually know the cat dead. They like talking about, they rapping. I'm like, hold on. We ain't doing that. You know, it's kind of like, so they was like, oh, do you know this cat? I said, bro, You can't rap about that. And then this one kid was like, if you know him, he goes, yo, they'll call my name, he'll call me Fliz. Like, yo, Trav, if you ever record a rapper and I end up dead, because he expects it, he understands I live a life that I can get killed. He knows he's a teenager. He goes, yo, I expect you to slap him. You know what I'm saying? If you hear you recording the rap, I said, hold up, should I slap the shit out of you right now? You know what I mean? Like, and he laughs. He goes, oh yeah, you right. You know, he goes, yo, if I end up dead and you hear another rapper bragging on killing me, yo, I want you to smack him, Trav.
Yeah. What we gotta get to, Fliz, and these older rappers and these people, like let's say this did happen to me. He doesn't have to try to be tough. That's what I feel like Meek's problem has been for years.
He's always trying to be tough.
He's always trying to be tough. He's still trying to live this life where I'm tough. Nothing can happen. You can't do this to me. Da. And it's like, bro, anybody can get got. And we understand that you may have gotten got. But Meek has never copped to ever getting got for any reason. Like, it's like everybody's lying. It's never true. It's always a lie. And it's like, come on, gang. Like, you not Superman out here. You know what's
crazy? I feel like at least 80% of rappers got sometime.
Yeah.
80%. I give
yeah.
At least 80% of these niggas got.
I heard mad rappers talk about how they got
in one way or another. The thing that bothers me is the rappers that act like it can't happen to them. They're too tough. I'm like, come on.
So I remember being back downtown Providence, right? This is when Saki's was Saki's. I'm talking the 90s.
Yeah.
When after the club was after the club, and if you was out there, you was out there. And Junior Mafia came through thinking it was sweet in a limo. Oh, this little ass town. Like, nigga, you know what will happen to you out here? But I will give Little C's
props.
I'll give him props.
What'd he do?
He reached for the deuce in the boot. But the chain was gone, but he reached for the deuce in the boot, son.
He already had it.
Cass took the chain, yeah.
That was, Little Kim's like this big.
Yeah, ain't nothing they really could do.
That was at the Strand. That was after the Strand. They came to the Strand. Junior Mafia at the Strand.
I feel like, and we're going to leave it on this note. Salute to LeMay. He said, I got to bounce big up to my people in the chat and the live. I can't hang about. Thanks for the last good folks. Charles Brown, thank you and the crew. I'm going to get the culture.
Salute.
United Deadass. Salute to the people. We appreciate you. Listen,
vote for the squad. Vote for the squad. Vote for the squad.
Deadass. We had our 2-hour mark. You know what I'm saying? We do this show. We try to keep it around 2 hours. So I think we held y'all down for 2 hours. I think we had a good time. You know what I mean? I think we did our job. I think we had fun. I hope y'all had fun talking about the Fat Boys, talking about that self-destruction was whack. And in hindsight, self-destruction was whack. That's the new narrative. I'm creating a new narrative. And I love every rapper on it. The raps was dope, but the beat was trash. But
we still say MC Light got the best.
MC Light got one of the best. I like Chuck D verse.
No, I don't think she got the best. She got a hot verse, but
she got one of the best verses.
Yeah. Oh no, she does. But I'm not gonna say the best on it.
What was the best verse on it?
I think it might be Chuck.
I don't know if it's no best.
It might be Chuck.
I don't know if it's the best verse on there. But gang, listen, we appreciate y'all watching.
But MC Light is right there, though. I mean, yeah.
We had a good time. Again, we about to do the
Peace.
What's Remy? We gonna do the
Influence Awards.
Remy TV Influencers of Awards. Also, vote for the What Show on Motif Magazine.
Go on any of our pages. The link is on there.
We got a whole album coming out that we killing. We just barring it up, doing Nutso. We Nutso from that old movie. I think it was I forgot the name of that movie, but we Nutso, gang. Listen.
Above the rim, bro. Above the brim.
Above the rim and all that. We be back here next Wednesday night. You know what I mean? So if you like the show, share the show, join it, subscribe, get in the comments, and also we got merch. The What Show merchandise. Make sure you buy a shirt.
Homebody, by the way, Homebody, if you still there, I know we were speaking.
Look.
Yeah, we already got it.
Yep. My joint should be here tomorrow from Queens, and we're gonna package it all up together and Sunday. But I hit you up about the address. I don't know if you sent it yet, but make sure you hit me on my Instagram and send your address to send it to.
Yeah, and take pictures and all that shit so we can put it on the podcast and all that. All right. We appreciate you guys. Have a great night.
Peace.
Peace out. Bring your
Deuces,
stats in the
deuces,
building.
deuces. Thank you.
We got a little family in
Salute.
the chat. I love it, gang. We